It's game day on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Onalaska Hilltoppers High School football on CRSN.
Bouncy ball gets past Nicky Odom. Taken at the 2-yard line. Running up the center of the field. Odom. Look at him. He's going to get past everybody. Odom. He's taking it down the 30 to the 20 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. No flag.
Tonight, the Onalaska Hilltoppers host a Mississippi Valley Conference arch rival, the Holmen Vikings from the north. Onalaska High School sports broadcasts on CRSN are made possible by these great local businesses. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center. Natural, gentle, and effective care. Big Al's Pizza, downtown La Crosse. Quality and tradition since 1979. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, La Crosse's leader in waste management solutions. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. The Crow, burgers, bourbon, beer. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Howie's, La Crosse's hometown hangout. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest. Slumberland Furniture, design your way at Slumberland Furniture. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. Cooley Bank, bank with confidence at Cooley Bank. Cooley Golf Bowl Bar and Grill, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. And by Maury's Volkswagen Audi of La Crosse, moving life forward. Now, here with the call of tonight's game from Onalaska High School, Rick Franke and Scotty Gran.
Rivalry nights here at Onalaska High School. Rick Franke and Scotty Gran with you as we get set for a great matchup between the Holmen Vikings in their white road jerseys and gray pants and the Onalaska Hilltoppers in their home purple and white pants. It will be a good one. Scotty, this is a game that we really missed last season. Of course, due to COVID, it was teams playing different teams whenever they could get a game, pretty much. It was not the Holmen Vikings and Onalaska Hilltoppers, which is what everybody would like to see. And now we're back at it. The last 9 times these teams have played, the Hilltoppers are 2-7. What I've noticed is between these two teams, if Holmen can get that wing working the way they want, it's a high-scoring game, and they dominate the Hilltoppers. If they're unable to get the wing to work, except for one season when it did work, but then they lost their star running back, I think it was Seth Wilson, who went down at halftime, and the Hilltoppers were able to win by scoring 40-plus points. Otherwise, 17-10, and that other win that they had, and that's it in the last 9 meetings. So they're 2-2 in the last 4. It'll be interesting to see. Both teams maybe a little bit down from last year, but, I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, it's hard to say because, the quality opponents that Holmen's played these first 2 games, I mean, between Chippewa Falls and Menominee, those 2 schools are going to be playoff teams. I mean, no question about it. So, good start for non-conference for them and for Onalaska. After that heartbreaker with Baraboo, they come back on the road and take care of business against McFarland. And, Rick, you talk about these two, those meetings you're talking about, significant because usually the winner of those games wins the MVC, okay, or is in position to win the MVC, where this year Central's got a lot to say about that, I think. Like you said, though, Rick, a lot of growing pains between these two, and tonight we'll see which school has got a little bit more talent than the other.
Yeah, Central, you mentioned the 2-0 team. West Salem 1-1, Holmen 0-2, Onalaska 1-1.
West Salem too. I mean, if that game doesn't end last week, they were right in. They were in there.
Unfortunately, the weather kind of did them in. Every time they got momentum, they got kind of slapped back
turnovers
by a lightning bolt, which was
turnovers.
Not such a good thing for the West Salem Panthers last week. Okay, this is of course your Amy Lawrence, Gerard Heschler Realty pregame show, and we're going to have the coach. You talked to the coach, Coach Yashinsky. Also, Connor Johansson, star linebacker, having a great start to the season in the first 2 games. He's part of the coach's portion of the pregame show as well. We'll take a break, and we'll be back momentarily with the coach here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness, consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto di pesce, lobster linguine, calamari? Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Are you seeking a driftless area agent who will sell your home for top dollar? Look to Amy Lorenz. As the owner of Refined Home LLC, a professional home staging company, Amy is the expert in home staging. With an eye for detail, she will present your home at its best for home viewings and photos. Amy is also skilled at helping buyers see potential in homes. Having worked with Gerard Heschler for over 10 years, she uses her knowledge and expertise to get your home sold quickly for top dollar. Contact Amy today to view homes or to schedule your free home selling consultation. Amy Lorenz, Gerard Heschler, your premier real estate agent. Welcome to the Amy Lorenz Gerard Heschler Real Estate Pregame Show. Amy Lorenz is your premier real estate agent in the Driftless region. Now, here's the Coach's Show with Onalaska head coach Tom Yashinsky.
Welcome to the Amy Lorenz and Gerard Heschler pregame show. Of course, we always have the coach, Tom Yashinsky. And Tom, you're coming off a victory last week, and now you get into the meat of your schedule, conference schedule, with one of your biggest rivals in Holmen. They've had a tough go of it the first 2 weeks, played some tough opponents. Talk to us about the Vikings and what you expect tonight.
It's a typical Holmen team. You know, you're not if you think that because they're 0-2, they're down a little bit or anything like that, you're lying to yourself. They played Menominee, they played Chippewa Falls. Those two teams play tonight, and the winner of that game, it probably is at least a share of the conference champion in the Big Rivers. So there's no hanging your heads losing to those two teams. They play those guys on purpose because they want to be tested when they come to our conference schedule. So you know, I don't read too much into those two games in terms of the trajectory of their season or with the kind of opponent we're going to get. We're going to get the same physical Holmen team that we get every year, and that offense is super hard to defend, and kids got to be disciplined and do their jobs tonight.
Yeah, and you talked about the offense. They still are averaging 177 yards on the ground, and both come in those first two games, if you break down the numbers. So even though they're playing tough opponents, they're still effective running the football, which is what Holmen is known for. And I know you're ready for it, Coach.
Yeah, they're always going to run the ball. I think they've only attempted 8 passes this year. I think they got 17 yards passing total. So we know it, right? I mean, we don't rep the pass a ton when we play Holmen. It's all about run fits and getting guys in the right spot and making tackles when you get there. Triple option is incredibly hard to run fit. They make it impossible because of their deception with the ball, because of their different complementary plays. And I tell you, that's where Holmen has really gotten good in the last couple of years, is their complementary plays. They used to be really good at simply just running the triple option, and teams have started to take away inside, outside, veer, midline. They start to really limit what they can do there. And their counter game has become really good, and their toss game and their perimeter stuff, and they've gotten to running a little bit of power and lead, and that stuff has become really good. So, and as that stuff has gotten good, then that opens back up the triple option game, because now you're defending those non-option plays, and that guys can get out of option responsibility when that happens. So they're really good at what they do. They know what to call, when to call it, and they know what they're looking at. You'll see them freeze on offense many times and then check to the right play, and that's how they run their offense. They're good at it.
Yeah, and I'm familiar with the option. When I played at Bangor, we ran the option. So I know exactly all that terminology you're spewing, I know everything you're talking about when you throw that out there. But, I mean, that's why we'll end the conversation, because I didn't really get the ball too much. So we're not going to talk about that. All right. But we're going to go to a guy that is going to defend that option tonight, Connor Johansson. Connor, welcome to the show. You have been a linebacking machine these first 2 games. I've been really impressed with your awareness around the ball, Mr. Johansson. And I guess talk about that, and talk about what your experience has been in high school football throughout your career, and what makes you so instinctive.
It's great to have a good team around me as well. This year, Donovan Olson, Lucas Rice are really plugging holes, taking up guys in the O-line, giving me clean run-throughs. That's a big part of it. And then Bushman is really good at what he does. He makes my job simple. He gives me, your guy will do 3 things here and there, and I kind of just fit over top and do what he tells me to do.
Yeah,
it's really simple.
Talk about your boy, Mr. Pika, on the other side, too. I mean, he's been kind of a guy helping you out a little bit, I'd say. It's either a Pika stick, Pika pick up, Pika fumble. I mean, the ball's gravitating towards this guy right now. But, man, I mean, how impressed are you with the talent that you have just in that front 7 alone?
And that front 7 is, I mean, Pika's coming back. He started a little bit last year, and you knew he was going to be good coming out of him being a freshman. He lifts more than most guys on the team. He's a tank in the weight room, and he's fast. He can do it all. So he's playing a little bit of outside linebacker, kind of like an end this week. So he's got the size for that. And Aiden Summerfield on the other outside spot is really coming along well. So it's good to see what we have put together this year.
Yeah, talk about what you just said with Mr. Pika. How important is that position he's going to be playing tonight? People really don't realize that you have to shut down the edge. It's very important against the option. I'm sure Coach has kind of banged it into your heads all week. Talk about that. How important is that against Holmen?
I mean, Pika's spot, Pika and Ben Stewart will be playing those spots, and they're going to set the edge. They're going to plug holes to stop midline. Yeah, it's all around, they're going to make or break this game and sometimes, but it's a lot of staying home on counter and filling when they can.
So have you had LeClaire on the mind this week? Just a question.
We know he's a good runner. We got to respect his ground game, but we're doing all we can. We've seen, Luna Larson gave us a good look for him, so we'll see what happens.
What's been the most fun, most fun you've had in a football game during your career? If you could think of a moment or a game that you were in, talk about that. Because I mean, you just seem to really enjoy the game.
There's a couple. One of my fondest memories playing was, I think it was Hudson, my sophomore year. Bushman threw me out there on a random 3rd and short, and I come out and make my first high school tackle. I remember popping off with that one. Another one I really liked was, even though I didn't play too much, was Central my sophomore year as well, that homecoming game. Just being on the sidelines in that atmosphere. It was cold, but that was probably the most loud the sidelines been. It's, hopefully we can get that again today or tomorrow, because it's going to be a big game. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, Connor. And just so you know, the line, I didn't play too much. You play a lot. You play a lot more than I ever did. Back to you, Coach. You know, Rick and I had heard, Coach, that recently you had a situation in your household with an appliance. Is that accurate?
Yep, dryer broke for a couple of days there. We got it taken care of, but yeah, we were without a dryer for a little while.
So, you know, Rick and I, with the vast funds, that we established at the Cooley Region Sports Network, decided to go to my local establishment and get you a gift card that you can use at any local Walmart in this area. So if that helps out a little bit, we would like to present that to you at some point tonight, if that's okay with you.
That's great. I appreciate it, guys.
I just didn't know, you know, we just wanted to make sure that we could help out in some way, shape, or form, you know, because we make the big bucks, you know. We're rolling in it, so we just wanted to
nationally
make sure
syndicated,
yeah,
national broadcast.
Yeah,
so.
Syndicated in my basement. It's fantastic. So, but hey, you know, what are your keys to the game tonight?
Your biggest thing, you know, anytime you play the option, you got to take away the fullback first. Make sure that that's not an option. It all starts inside out, right? You got to take away the fullback. You got to do everything you can to take away that quarterback. And really, your goal when you face the option is to get them to get to that third phase of pitching it, which is what most option teams, they don't want to do. You know, they want to take that fullback and run him for about 200 yards every time they get out there. So when they put the ball on the ground, we need to capitalize on it. Anytime you play an option team, there's always a chance that ball ends up on the ground from a misread, from a mispitch, anything like that. Holmen's in the gun a little bit this year, about 35% versus Menominee, so a bad snap, something like that. So take advantage of them. You know, you have to take advantage of those. And then on offense, we got to keep the defense off the field. You know, we have to put the long drives together. We did that last week against McFarland, where we simply just milked the clock and said the defense isn't going to go back out there. We're going to take the ball and just sit on it for a while. We have to be able to do that. Aiden Larson's going to see a bunch of carries tonight, so it's going to be his turn to shine and see what we can do on the ground and in the air. So it's going to be his game tonight.
Yeah, and you and I kind of talked about this a little bit before we went on, but do you think that the weather is going to be a factor? A wet field, we might not have any precipitation, you know, when we kick off here, but it's going to be a wet field possibly tomorrow night.
It's always possible. I don't know. The Bluffs
Turf
do
field.
some things with the
Turf
it'd be
field.
nice. Turf field would be nice.
Someone
If anybody's got their checkbook out right now, you can just write that to the Onalaska High School and get that turf field going. But you know, weather, I don't trust the weather until we see it, because the Bluffs, they do some funny stuff with that weather around here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Tom, Connor, good luck tonight, and let's hope for a victory. Thanks a lot, guys.
Are you seeking a driftless area agent who will sell your home for top dollar? Look to Amy Lorenz. As the owner of Refined Home LLC, a professional home staging company, Amy is the expert in home staging. With an eye for detail, she will present your home at its best for home viewings and photos. Amy is also skilled at helping buyers see potential in homes. Having worked with Gerard Heschler for over 10 years, she uses her knowledge and expertise to get your home sold quickly for top dollar. Contact Amy today to view homes or to schedule your free home selling consultation. Amy Lorenz, Gerard Heschler, your premier real estate agent.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
I was really excited when I was able to get my master plumbers 10 years ago to be a third-generation master plumber in Wisconsin. Grandpa always wanted us to be complete plumbers. You know, we don't specialize in one thing or the other. You know, we can install your septic system one day, repair toilets the next day, plumbing residential homes, commercial buildings.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if we want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Cooley
Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Fall and winter are fast approaching, and CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal suggests you leave that fall cleanup and snow removal to them. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal can provide all the services you need to make your neighbors green with lawn envy. Mowing, trimming, edging, landscaping, gutter cleaning, and they even work with Grace's pet waste removal to be your complete lawn cleanup solution. Go to CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal on Facebook to get a free quote for your fall cleanup and snow removal needs, or give them a call at 608-792-2874. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest.
The sounds of the Onalaska Band here from Onalaska High School. Rick Frankie and Scotty Grant with you as we get set for football action here tonight between the Holmen Vikings and Onalaska Hilltoppers. Vikings 0-2, two tough, very tough teams they played the first 2 games of the season. Chippewa Falls and then Menominee last week. The Hilltoppers with a tough one against Baraboo, a heartbreaking loss. And then, of course, last week bouncing back and handling McFarland with pretty much ease. They did not let anything happen in the second half like they did against Baraboo, where that game slipped away, and no out-of-the-ordinary penalties taken.
No, and I think you got to come out of that game pretty happy about that. Not a lot of miscues. And Onalaska very opportunistic on turnovers, especially in the second half, scoring on the turnovers. First half, you and I both go into halftime, not scoring on those turnovers they got in the first half against McFarland kind of concerned us. But then in the second half, they really started to hit the throttle. So it was good to see. For Holmen, you look at those losses, but Rick, they're still pounding the ground with the football. 177 yards on the ground average between those 2 games in losses. So they're still running that wing T, the veer option kind of formation that they like to do, like Coach alluded to in the coaches show. There's a lot.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah.
It's the way they play football.
It is.
And there's some big bodies on this offensive line and also on the defensive line. You talk about a guy who's trying to create space in the fullback, and Brecken Turner. He's also run the ball 17 times. You'll hear his name. Obviously, you're going to hear Max LeClaire, but Luke LeClaire, he's the guy that really pretty much stirs the drink here offensively. It's always been the quarterback and his feet in that Holmen offense.
And the quickness and the deception. I mean, the quarterback has to be a filmmaker. Let's just leave it at that. That's what they do in this offense. They lead you to believe something's happening when it isn't. You have to be really smart. You have to really stay in your areas and not overcommit. If Onalaska does that defensively, it's going to be a long day for them.
Yeah, Braden Graw, another one of those guys that likes to carry the football here for these Holmen Vikings. We'll talk a little bit about that offensive line because size is there. Got a couple of guys, especially at the tight end position, too, 6'3", 6'6". You got a guard at 6'6", 240. Talking about Ben Ertz. I believe I remember his name from basketball, if I'm correct.
Yep.
You got Grant Hamilton, who's got size, also at guard at 6'2", 245, and at tackle, Dylan Lethan at 6', 195. The center is Otto Frederick. He's got that stocky build at 5'8", 235. He looks like a center.
Brett Sasha is a guy you got to watch. He's a very, very talented offensive guard. He's very quick. That's a guy you're probably going to keep an eye on as far as if they like to run the veers and or something on counter trap inside. You'll see that number quite a bit, number 59.
Yeah, he's not listed as a starter, but nonetheless, he is definitely a guy who is going to get into this football game. No question about that. Of course, the defense will be starting for the Hilltoppers as they won the toss and deferred, so they will kick off. Let's take a look at our defensive starters.
Levi Bolstead, defensive end. Irving Birch, elementary.
Ben Stewart, tight end, Ancient Southside. Lucas Rice, defensive tackle, Eagle Bluff.
John Krum, running back, Northern Hills Elementary.
Connor Johansson, middle linebacker, St. Peter's Elementary.
Aiden Summerfield, quarterback and linebacker, Eagle Bluff Elementary.
Sam Pika, H-back linebacker, Eagle Bluff Elementary.
Aiden Larson, quarterback, Eagle Bluff Elementary.
Nicky Odom, wide receiver, cornerback, Northern Hills Elementary.
Ben Foss, safety and kicker, Eagle Bluff.
Adams Gibson, wide receiver, and safety, Eagle Bluff Elementary.
So there are your defensive starters for the Hilltoppers, a little thing we've added here this week. I like, what was your elementary school?
Bangor Elementary School. Yeah.
Westfield, that's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the hard knocks of Bangor.
Bangor Elementary
Yeah,
to Westfield.
4 square circles of Bangor.
Mine was in Illinois, so that's where I was back in the day. But nonetheless, you got your defensive starters. We're very close to our anthem here as we get set for action between the Holmen Vikings and the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Week 3, but the first game of this Mississippi Valley Conference season. And the dance team is out right now. They got the banner set. The Vikings are towards the flag here. Win, that doesn't seem to be much of a factor here.
No Gunther this week?
No Gunther in the park, I don't believe.
I was looking.
And it looks like it's still misty, just a little misty.
It is, but it's not. The precipitation's starting to die off. A lot of that just could be just hovering around just because of the area we live in. You know how that goes.
As always, we're glad to have Jeff Ross back on camera.
Yeah,
He's in his regular
the man.
spot here tonight as we get set for action here. Goody will be calling out the start of the anthem. I think the band is going to perform here tonight, and they were playing earlier. They sounded great.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, and if everyone would kindly remove their hats, as our very own OHS Marching Hilltoppers honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, a much cooler night here in Onalaska compared to the last 2 weeks. I'll tell you that. Temperatures were in the 90s for both of our last 2 football games.
The only fan in the booth is the one under the computer today.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to take one more break here. Be back with the opening kickoff from Onalaska High School. Holmen, Onalaska, it's next here on CRSN.
Maurice Volkswagen Lacrosse is committed to enhancing both your buying and ownership experience. Your place where happiness matters in the Coulee region.
Our 2021 Volkswagen inventory includes the economical Jetta, the reliable Passat, the very popular Tiguan, the family-friendly Atlas, and the red-hot Atlas Crossport.
On top of Maury's Buy Happy Promises, your new Volkswagen comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty, a 5-year no-cost car net, and a 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Visit us at Maury's Volkswagen Lacrosse.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School as we get set for kickoff. It is a nice, cool night in the Coulee region. 60 degrees here about kickoff time.
Yeah, 28 degrees less than last week.
Yeah, not expected to change much. It's going to be hanging around 60s, low 60s here for the night on into tomorrow. And then I think maybe a high of 71 tomorrow, maybe a little bit of sunshine come the afternoon, which I'm kind of hoping for. You want to enjoy your Labor Day weekend and everybody be safe and enjoy yourself.
We'll be hunkered down in my basement on Labor Day.
You know, I lucked out. I moved my son into college. He's a Badger, and he's going to go to the game tomorrow. Of course, big game against Penn State. I know a lot of you are watching 11 o'clock kickoff. But I was lucky because what he did is he forgot to bring his pizza from Angelini's with him. So guess what I get to have when I get done? I got
That's fantastic.
Sausage, green pepper, Angelini's thin crust. I'm going to be all ready to go for that.
And I got volunteered to host the fantasy draft this year. Thanks, Rick.
I volunteered you.
So we'll be hunkered down in my basement on Labor Day.
Yeah, I volunteered you for that. I've been the host for
It's
many,
a good-sized
years.
basement, though, so we should be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's the movie room, right? Is that
it
where
is.
we're all
It's the
gonna be?
theater room, and got some new furniture down there. It's a nice little area.
All right,
It's
well,
where we watch football and pro wrestling. I know everybody cares about that.
I'm sure those of you that I'm friends with on Facebook will see some pictures from Scotty's basement. I'll share that. We want to keep that a secret. We want to show people all that. All right, so as you heard earlier, the Hilltoppers won the toss. They deferred. They're going to kick off to the Holmen Vikings. Ben Foss will be handling the kickoff duties. Of course, I'm sure that the Holmen Vikings have watched some tape on the Hilltoppers the last couple of weeks, and you think they're going to avoid Nicky Olson and kicking off to him when it comes time?
Yeah, I don't think Nicky Odom's going to see a lot of the football.
Nicky Odom is so quick. He's just, electric. 99-yard kick return last week. And this boot is deep and taken at the 5. And a couple of moves up to about the 18-yard line where eventually the Holmen Vikings kick returner is all stacked up. Nice coverage there. One of the tacklers in for the Hilltoppers, Matty Burnett.
Yeah, Tyrus McCoy on the return that time.
Tyrus will be out there on defense. You'll see him on kick returns. Also, I think you'll see, looks like Conlon Wing was returning kicks against Menominee, so you might see him back there from time to time as well. 1st and 10. For the Vikings, they have not set the yard line here yet. Looks like we're sitting just about the 18, as I said, on the return. First play from scrimmage is, no surprise, a running play. No surprise to the Hilltoppers. The ball came loose, and the Hilltoppers almost were able to pick it up. First play from scrimmage is Max Leclerc. That was 9, I think, not 10.
Yeah, Leclerc was going to pitch that out. He was already stuffed by Pika in the backfield, and that could have been disastrous for the Vikings, but they got on top of it.
I'm going to work with the monitor here, Scotty. A little tough to see out here with the way all this mist that's out there. It's like very foggy and not clear. So obviously you're going to back the Vikings up.
You got the best cameraman in the area, so you're
Jeff
good,
Ross.
man.
I'm relying. Hopefully we won't get any condensation on the camera. So keep a nice
penalty flag down,
clean picture. Yeah, I did see that as well. As we're just underway here in the first
quarter, pick it up.
And the Holmen Vikings are backed up to their own 10-yard line. Second and about 20 yards to go here. Tons of misdirection and lots of opening here as it's taken outside by Max Leclerc. He's got lots of yards. It'll be up to Aiden Larson to knock him down. Finally does. First down, Holmen on a beautiful burst of speed up the left sideline by Max Leclerc. The senior, 6 foot 170.
Yeah, it was a great run that time, and just kind of a simple deception counter play that time. And Leclerc showing the speed on the outside. And that's why, as a DN, you can't overcommit on that side. You got to stay at home. And the DN crashed and opened up that whole section for them to run through.
Holmen in Onalaska territory now at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice run there by Leclerc. You'll hear both Leclercs as they'll both be carrying the football. This time it's a carry to the left side. Tackle was made there by Jonathan Nickram.
Leclerc, tackled by Nickram.
And a Holmen Vikings slow to get up. That looks like it is Ben Ertz. We talked about him in the pregame. Ertz big at 6'6", 240.
Yeah, that would be a big loss for this offensive line for the Vikings. He's a good player.
You might see Seisha out there now if he's not able to come back in. At least going to be out for one play here, it looks like. While he's down, we'll thank some of our great sponsors make these broadcasts possible. Glad you're with us here on this Friday night, week 3. Thanks to Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also thanks to Maury's Volkswagen Audi of La Crosse, moving life forward. And Cooling Off Bowl Bar and Grill, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. It looks like Ertz still down. The trainer's out taking a look at it.
They're looking at his knee ankle area.
They're taking their time. This looks like it may be serious. He's going to get some help from some of the teammates. And this is not looking like a good situation for Ertz, getting assistance from a couple.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go ahead and say it, but right now, with him not putting any pressure on it, it's not a good sign.
No, and that's a really key component to that Viking running attack up front. I mean, Ertz is a big guy, and he moves very well at 6'6", 240. So, it's going to be an adjustment here for the Vikings.
All right,
let's see if we can pick up who's replacing Ertz there. It is 2nd and 7. There's a 3-yard pickup on the last play. Again, you got the quarterback who is Luke LeClaire, and Max LeClaire, the running back. Brecken Turner, Braden Graw typically in the backfield. Here's the pitch. And nice hit. The stick is made on Graw. And the Hilltoppers read that one perfectly. Connor Johansson, our pregame, little pregame karma.
Yeah, Johansson's just been so good this season, and they played that pitch veer perfectly, and Johansson coming up from that middle linebacker spot with a great stick.
Ball now at the 41, and it's 3rd and 6, a 1-yard pickup on the last play for Braden Graw.
Yeah, Brett Sasha came in for it's 59.
That's what you'd expect.
Yep.
You know, I know he started. I think he started the game
He did.
against Menominee.
Yep, and he started against Chippewa as well.
So here we go, 3rd and 6, 10-16 and counting here. First quarter, no score. Holmen moving the football. Here's the quarterback keeper, and going to be held up just short, about a yard short on the run by Luke LeClaire.
Yeah, good job by Pika and Skifton that time, just staying there and making a great play and not letting LeClaire get loose.
Sam Pika coming in with 14 tackles and 2 interceptions. He has been the guy who finds the ball. That's the one thing. You mentioned it in the pregame.
He's just a ball magnet this year. I don't know what it is. And I did say ball magnet.
You did.
Okay. All right. Good.
4th and 2 here for the Vikings. And this is a huge play. They're going to be going for it here. See Donovan Olson there in it, nose tackle right now.
I was just going to mention that. It's got to be. He's got to get underneath on this play here.
Spelling Lucas Rice. And there it is, Brecken Turner short, not going to get there. They thought he was down, but maybe on the second effort he's going to be really close. The Hilltoppers say they've stopped him. And Johansson celebrates as he comes out of the pack, and that's going to be Hilltopper football. Turnover on downs. Brecken Turner, the fullback, trying to get what he needed, and he couldn't quite get there.
Man, that was close. And again, you talked about it. Donovan Olson got a really good jump on that and really helped out to make that happen, to get those linebackers to collapse on Turner that time. It looks, are they going to measure here? Yes, they are.
I don't see how they could measure it. You can see where the marker is on the – it's actually right at the 35, and he's definitely not at the 35. So we'll see here, unless the marker was wrong across the sideline.
Yep, Onalaska ball.
Yeah,
whenever I see that, I think of the old graphic from the old 8-bit Tecmo Super Bowl game. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Every time.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Scotty.
I thought I'd let you know.
Huge play. Coach Bushman has to be super happy with his defense getting that huge stop. Now the Hilltoppers will have their first opportunity with the football just outside their own 35-yard line. You heard Coach in the pregame. Aiden Larson needs to have a big, big game here against Holmen. They're going to be counting on his legs, counting on his arm. Fake jet sweep to Nicky Odom and the quarterback keeper, and there it is. First play, running play for Aiden Larson, and he got good blocking in front.
Yeah, excellent blocking up front that time, and I tell you, Ben Bossman really pushed back on that D end out there to create that hole, but the attention Nicky Odom gets on that jet sweep also creates that with those linebackers moving around.
Sam Wallace, Michael Hallickson, Trevor Fink, Caleb Yang, Ben Bossman, those are your boys in front. Here's Larson. Great blocking again. And Larson, he gets tackled by the bottom of his legs there, and he will have the first down. Tackle was made by number 58. That's Carson Westcott.
Yeah, Sam Pika playing that H-back role, getting a good block on the outside linebacker, but Samuel Wallace with the good kick out that time to help Aiden out.
Westcott came in as the tie with leading tackles with 21, so you'll hear his name quite a bit.
Man press on the outside.
Hilltoppers look like they're going to throw this time 1st and 10. Ball from the 46 in their own territory. It'll be another keeper here for Larson, following his blockers, and he'll get ahead for a couple. Let's give him 3 on the play.
And I like this right now. In the weather conditions, you know, the field's probably a little wet. You know, see what you can get on the ground for a while before you maybe run some kind of play action or some kind of deceptive play here to keep Holmen off balance.
I believe that was Tyrus McCoy first in on the stop. 2nd and 7, 3-yard carry for Aiden Larson, who has done everything offensively so far for Onalaska. Coach wasn't lying about the game plan. High snap, Larson keeper. He darts up center, and he's going to be short. The first down will be 3rd and probably 3 here. course, we saw the defensive starters. We showed you them. We didn't have enough time to run the offensive starter video, but we'll share that with you at some point. 7:28 counting here in the first quarter. Hilltoppers taking their time. This is what they want to do. Control the clock. 3rd and 4. They have yet to throw the football. It's been all Aiden Larson. And again, Larson rolling. Left sideline throws. Completes the pass. He hits Skemp. Skemp with a first down to the 31-yard line of Holmen.
Well-designed, high-percentage play that time. In this kind of weather, just a simple out route to the outside. And don't have to have anything flashy. Just get the first down and keep that clock rolling.
Skemp's 7th catch of the season. Came in with 85 yards and 1 touchdown.
31-yard line.
So 7 minutes remain here in the first quarter and ticking. Hilltoppers in Holmen territory now after the complete pass to Michael Skemp. Larson again looking to throw. Quick step, throws left, and now just get rid of that one. He did have Skemp to the left side of the field. He overthrew him by quite a bit. Pass rush was in right away.
Well, good press coverage too on the outside on Skemp. I mean, he couldn't break off and get off that route. So good job by Holmen. I want to say it was number 5 that was out there, Hayden Goodell.
That would be Chris Goodell's son, the former GM of the Loggers. I think he's president of the Loggers now, is he not?
Yep. We got some flags. I wonder if it's on Burnett and or number 80, Dane Rosenow. Little extracurriculars after the play.
Sidebar for the officials. A brief moment here to thank another one of our great sponsors, Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center. Natural, gentle, and effective care. With the penalty clock stops with 6:45 left here in the first quarter.
They called a personal foul on Burnett.
So Matty Burnett, what is Goody talking about?
I have no idea. All I know is he was warming up, and I didn't know what he was talking about. Red leather, red rum.
Oh yeah, I heard that. He was getting the mic ready. Yeah. He has to get it just set just right.
Got to warm it up.
It's got to sound just right for Goody. Mac is, I think he's watching again. He asked if you were going to do any renditions of Tiny Bubbles for him today. 2nd and 17. Hilltoppers backed up after the penalty. And Robert Bonner in the backfield. Trips right. And it'll be Bonner breaking up the middle and hangs on to that football tightly as he rumbles forward.
Yeah, Bonner that time just plowed through some tacklers on that play. That was a very aggressive and physical run that time for Mr. Bonner.
Tyrus McCoy in again on the stop for Holmen. 3rd and 6, so a good chunk of change there. 11 yards for Bonner on the last run. He remains in the backfield. Again, the Hilltoppers loading up that right side. And Bonner going to get caught and driven backwards. Great defensive stand by Holmen. It'll be a 4th down now.
Yeah, number 23, Troy Knutson, first in on the play.
We'll call it 8.
And the defense is coming up large here. Now, can the Vikings make the Hilltoppers turn it over on 4th?
That's the thing about a wet field. Just throws a lot of things off. Onalaska loves to throw the football. It really changes their dynamic.
Fans getting into it, student sections into it. 5:17 left. Larson to throw. Right side has a receiver. Overthrows Matty Burnett. Incomplete, turnover on downs.
You know, last year some of those balls were, just so beautiful and spot on. And this year they're just a click off. Don't you notice, Rick?
Well, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that you have the speed of Landon Peterson streaking down the field.
Absolutely.
To catch up to balls. And Hudson Weber maybe just a notch slower, but barely.
Here's Burnett got a good break off that time, and he was open. The ball was just a little overthrown, but it's just a hair off on the timing.
There's Landon Peterson off to be a hopeful track star in Idaho. Yeah. Saw some pictures on Facebook from out there. Looks like things are going well, and he's having a good time. And learning. Run to the outside. Good tackle. Fumble. Ball is loose. Hilltoppers say they have it. Ball carrier was Max LeClaire. And Onalaska comes up with it. Connor Johansson.
Yeah, Johansson with a good stick. And again, the key to that was the defensive ends didn't get fooled. They stayed at home. Johansson reads it well, gets a good stick on LeClaire. He loses the handle, and our first turnover of the football game.
Hilltoppers defense is coming out strong here. Coach Bushman has them fired up. And Connor Johansson getting the CRSN karma out of the pregame show.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been good both games, but, boy, you talk about –
maybe it's because I told him I didn't play much, and it made him feel better about himself. I don't know.
I think your playing career had nothing to do with it. But
absolutely it didn't. We know that for a fact.
Hilltoppers in Holmen territory. Here again is Larson keeping the football, trying to find a little bit of a lane, but Holmen able to see that pretty well, and I think maybe 3 on the play.
Yeah.
Stopped after a gain of 2.
Looked like that might have been Kyle Gerald in on the tackle.
28, second down and 8.
Gerald, a linebacker. Senior, 5'10", 180. Jeff Ross doing another great job on camera tonight. Thank you, Jeff. So glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. 4:30 and counting left here in the first quarter. Hilltoppers, after the turnover, looking to make something out of it. Again, the keeper, Larson,
nice
is completely throttled by the Viking defense. Everyone in. And I think the first to tangle him up was Reed Tengblad.
Yeah, Knutson, though, created that off that blitz, the outside linebacker blitz. He was just screaming off that edge. Nobody touched him. And, man, great play by Holmen, good defensive call.
Knutson, Tengblad, great defense by Holmen. 3rd down and 10. Hilltoppers driven back on that last play. Defense is the name of the game here so far. 1 completion.
Cover 3.
For Aiden Larson. He's looking to throw again. He hits Skep once. This one right on target and completes it to Skep again.
Yeah, the middle of the field was going to be open there. They were running a cover 3. Leaves that middle linebacker on an island and a good drag route. And nice completion that time from Larson to Skep.
Larson looking for his favorite target. Of course, these two have played together. They're basically entire childhood till now, and he definitely is looking for him. Down to the 15, 1st and 10. Hilltoppers in the red zone. No back this time. And it'll be Aiden taking it himself. And you got to realize, I mean, and knowing the way Coach Yashinsky likes to call the offense, he's a guy who he wants to minimize the chance for handoff errors or fumbles. That's why I think he's really trying to keep the ball in Aiden's hands and let him make the plays.
Yeah, it's high percentage. Yep. That's what you want in this kind of atmosphere with the weather and the field being wet.
2nd and 7. Aiden's been answering the call here so far. He's looking to get some points this time. Rolling right, looking to the end zone. Has his receiver, and it's Skep into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. In from 12 yards out. Aiden Larson hits Skep for the 3rd time today. His 2nd touchdown of the season.
12 yards.
Yeah, good play design by the Hilltoppers that time, and a great throw off of the out route, I guess you could say, middle out route from Michael Skep. That was good play design as both the safeties and the corners were committing to the back of the end zone.
But he's still running happily.
Freddie does not have lederhosen on. Goody pointed that out. Is this the new modern version?
Of Goody?
No, of Freddie.
I guess so.
Freddie has no lederhosen.
I guess not.
And this is going to be Foss for the extra point. And a line drive kick is good. And the Hilltoppers take a 7-0 lead here at Onalaska High School over the Holmen Vikings. 3:04 left in the first quarter here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we've been serving the Coulee region for over 35 years, so we know what it takes to meet all your waste and recycling needs. Whether it's picking up the recycling at your local business or taking out the trash at home, we've got you covered. At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we're at your disposal.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. A nice job by the Hilltoppers to take advantage of the turnover by the Vikings and get into the end zone. 12-yard touchdown pass Aiden Larson to Mr. Skemp, and he's not the first time those two have hooked up for a touchdown.
Oh, absolutely not. Score update for you, Rick. River Falls up 14-0 on Tolma early in the first quarter.
Hilltoppers to kick. Bouncer picked up at the 10. Moving up the left side is Wing, and eventually forced out of bounds. Nice return up to about looks like 25.
Yeah, good return for Holmen. A good field position to start this drive, see if they can answer.
That was McCoy, not Wing. 28-29.
Holmen gets the ball.
Sometimes I know Goody's wrong. This time he was right.
Yeah, well.
This will be Brecken Turner, who's drilled right at the line of scrimmage by
Penalty
Sam
flag.
Pica.
Brecken Turner with the carry.
Holding on
Holmen.
Holmen.
Tackle. Flag on the play. Illegal shift.
Legal shift.
Hilltoppers saw that play right away. So far, they've been reading the option very well.
They have, and I think they've come in well prepared. I like the defensive alignment that they have. They're kind of in an umbrella formation. They're kind of daring Holmen to throw the football. They only have 19 yards throwing the football all season so far. So, I mean, wouldn't be surprised if they take a shot at some point, but Holmen's bread and butter is that wing T.
Of course, Ben Ertz went out early. I haven't looked to see if he's made an appearance.
I have not seen him back in there.
He's 51 and not picking up the number. Of course, no numbers on the sleeves for Holmen, so little tough sometimes to pick him up. Some teams have him on their sleeves, some teams don't. First and 15. And this time it's going to be a keeper there.
Calls his own number.
As Luke LeClaire is tackled.
7 yards.
After he picks up.
We'll call it 6 yards to the
1. It looks like right now they have
second down and 9.
9 yards to go. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, but see, it is a 6-yard pickup due to the fact that they were back 5 yards. 2:13 and counting here first quarter. Holmen gets a 6-yard pickup by the quarterback. Of course, more misdirection, but the Hilltoppers discovered it very, very quickly. And this time it was Braden Graw, the ball carrier.
Braden Graw.
Yeah, good play by Pica out there, and also Cy Smith coming up from his defensive back spot to read that.
You heard Connor Johansson talking about Aiden Summerfield and how important he is today in terms of reading that direction. And a lot of times going to be seeing guys come to his side, so he's got to be the guy to get it done. And he does it there.
And Johansson's calling the shots down there, though.
He is. 3rd and 7. There's the pitch. Graw in trouble. Tackled for a loss by Sam Pica. Way back.
Yeah, Pica, no problem getting off of the block on the edge and making a great play. Man, I tell you what, Brandon Graw has had a quiet first quarter so far.
That pitch took so long to develop.
It
the
did.
Hilltoppers had all the time in the world to read it, and it just didn't work out. So Sam Pica, the junior, forcing a very long 4th down situation. Brecken Turner handles the punting duties as well as the fullback.
There's Mr. Nitrous.
Clock ticking down under 30 seconds. We'll end up having some Stan Evans coming with us in the second quarter. He'll be down the sidelines. And, of course, at halftime, we'll talk to the coach during the Interstate Wealth halftime show. Penalty against
that'll push the
Holmen.
Vikings back 5 more yards.
Clock stopped with 29 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Delay of game.
Still 4th down.
Kind of a sloppy first quarter for the Holmen Vikings.
Yeah, and, we talked about it. There's a lot of new faces for both teams. A lot of learning that's going on with both these teams. Like you said, some of these pitches and some of the counters have been kind of delayed in the timing, and it's the same thing with Onalaska. They got some timing issues as well, so both these teams still kind of growing up.
Snap gets to Brecken Turner. Nice kick. Turner gets a Viking bounce to the 24. That's where they'll leave it.
Great kick.
And the kick cover by Noah Ertz. And it'll be Hilltopper football. We'll get probably one play in here, and I think the Hilltoppers will be happy to move into the second quarter with a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, I think they should be very pleased with that. And defensively, they played an excellent quarter to start this off against the Vikings.
$100 bills in that big pocketbook of yours. Please bring it out.
They're doing a miracle minute, I believe, for the Afghan refugees that are at Fort McCoy. A miracle minute coming up. We'll take a break here at the end of this quarter. Just 19 ticks left. Let's see what the Hilltoppers do here. Motion for Nicky. Fake jet sweep. Aiden Larson has a hole up the middle. He'll pick up 8 yards on the play. Boy, that was wide open. Till finally stopped, I think, by Hayden Goodell.
Yeah, great block that time by Trevor Fink to kind of set that up. And, of course, the pancake maker, Caleb Yang.
8 on the play.
That will be the last play of this first quarter. Onalaska Hilltoppers 7, Holmen Vikings nothing right here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
I was really excited when I was able to get my master plumbers 10 years ago to be a third-generation master plumber in Wisconsin. Grandpa always wanted us to be complete plumbers. You know, we don't specialize in one thing or the other. You know, we can install your septic system one day, repair toilets the next day, plumbing residential homes, commercial buildings.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if we want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
The minute's still going. It's the miracle.
Rick and Scotty back with you here at Onalaska High School. As Goody is, I don't know if he took his medicine before he came to the building here today. It's a miracle minute going on. And Goody is singing for the miracle minute and looking for help for the Afghanistan refugees that have been moved to Fort McCoy. Of course, obviously horrible things there in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Horrible things all over our country weather-wise, too. Boy, flooding everywhere. East Coast, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah. Another hurricane forming out in the Atlantic as well.
So start to the second quarter.
It's a miracle minute.
Don't sing along with him, Scotty.
I'm done.
I want to do that. All right. Got kind of a slow start here. Stan Evans is on the sidelines. Stan, can you hear me loud and proud?
I got you loud and proud.
There he is, Stan the Man Evans. He's dressed in his purple here, and obviously you were taking in the first quarter there. Your mom's in town. You were watching from the stands. Is Mom enjoying the football game?
Mom is just enjoying the game. She's just enjoying seeing her grandson.
Of
you know
course.
What it is.
Of course.
I'm secondary now, as you know that.
That's what happens, Stan. That's how everything rolls after a while.
Good first half, though.
Yeah.
Or first quarter.
First quarter, you're right. Here we go. Hilltoppers with the football. And Aiden Larson with another quarterback keeper trying to spin off a tackle. He gets wrapped up eventually and taken down by Hunter Weiss. And Hunter Weiss got his arms wrapped around Aiden there, able to take him down.
Yeah, first down, though, for the Hilltoppers. Good run by Larson.
On the tackle. First and 10.
Both offensive tackles for the Hilltoppers have done a tremendous job kicking out and opening some holes here for Larson to run through.
First and 10 Hilltoppers at their own 43-yard line. They have themselves a 7-0 lead as we're underway here, quarter number 2. And this time it gets driven back. Bonner, the exchange on the handoff. Luckily, Bonner was able to hold on to that football, and he gets up a little slow. He was
Yeah, he got
stuck hard.
He got blasted by Reed Tingblad that time. Number 2 was the first one in on that one.
And this is the very reason why Coach Yashinsky has been calling the majority of the plays for the quarterback keeper, because of that transition on the handoff. He knows that the Vikings can get in quickly. They've got a good defense, and they've seen some pretty good offenses the first 2 weeks. No trouble for Aiden. Gets a pass off, though, completes it, and worked it ahead to Adam Skifton. And Adam Skifton gets the ball ahead, and the Hilltoppers will have a long third here, but nonetheless, that was a really good play.
That was one of the
Scotty,
best
by Aiden Larson
throws.
getting rid of that football like he did.
He got back three step, plant your foot, throw it out, get it out of there. Pressure coming. Skifton was right there. Great throw.
So a 3rd and 7 now. And here's the pitch out to Nicky Odom. Odom to the outside. Odom with 2 defenders he's got to beat. He'll try to juke move, makes the move, gets past 1, gets past 2. Odom still on his feet. Nicky Odom up the sideline all the way down to the 11-yard line. He is electric, folks. Nicky Odom is how do you explain him? He's just like a bottle rocket.
It's like our version of the Matrix Reloaded. Okay, I mean, the guy just has speed upon speed, moves upon moves. I mean, man, that was a beautiful run by Odom and a great play call by the Hilltoppers.
How about that juke move he made there? He gave himself another 15 yards after that move.
That was sick.
Impressive. Nicky Odom. First and 10 from the 15 now. Larson keeper.
Larson.
He'll get ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards.
He had his legs taken out from him by Troy Knutson.
Well, maybe 1 yard in the call to dust. 9 yards to go.
I don't know if you did the math. How long was that Nicky run? Boy, that was
I think I had 43 yards.
43 yards, unofficially.
Yeah, all these stats are unofficial.
All unofficial. You're doing them, though. No Mike Rude. Mike is on his way to Michigan. He wasn't able to be here to do stats tonight, so Scotty is going to do his best. Here's Larson on the scramble.
Good
throws
play.
It away. Gets rid of the football. Smart. It'll be 3rd down and 9 on the incomplete pass.
Yeah, good pressure that time by the Viking defense. Stewart in the vicinity.
Of course, Ben Stewart caught a touchdown pass from Matty Burnett in one game this year, and that was a trick play that Coach Yashinsky has pulled off numerous times over the years. I remember the brother pass.
3rd down and
Weber's
9.
hitting each other. We call that the brother pass. Yeah, brothers. Jack and Hudson Weber. Here's Aiden throwing on the run, and he tries to hit Skemp, but that pass is going to be high and incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 9. Do you bring out Ben Foss
here? Here he comes.
I bring Ben Foss
I would
out.
too.
For the 14.
Take the points.
Take a 31-yarder. Definitely within his distance, there's no question. Got to get all the other components to come together, but there's no reason why he couldn't hit this.
Yeah, good job by the Vikings, though, down in the red zone, kind of clamping down. And I really like the fake quarterback draw design that they were trying to pull off, but Holmen was not fooled by that play whatsoever.
Sam Pika is the long snapper. Aiden Larson is the holder. And I believe this will be Ben Foss' first field goal attempt of the season. He's hit from 51. Missed a 54-yarder, I believe. That was a high snap. Good job by Aiden to bring it down. The boot is up high and between the uprights. Would have been good from about 50. Beautiful kick right there. And the Hilltoppers add to their lead. It's now 10-0. With 9:31 left here in the first half on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
We are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. That's our promise. A promise doesn't change when things get tough. These are unprecedented times, and that promise of who we are and what we stand for can be seen on the faces of our 45,000 teammates. We could not be prouder of them as they continue to be there for our customers, for our communities, and for each other, today and tomorrow.
Pulse Dental. Interstate Roofing and Waterproofing. Kuyak Orthodontics.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. A 31-yard field goal for Ben Foss, and great job by Aiden Larson to bring that snap down from Sam Pika, and the boot was, I'm telling you, that would have been a 50-yarder, Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely, and man, I tell you what a leg on Foss.
Here he is again. Kickoff. Taken at the 5-yard line, looking for some blocking help. On the return again is Tyrus McCoy, and McCoy eventually stopped, but a decent return, and it'll be Holmen football here. 9:25 left in the first half.
The good thing about playing in this mist is there's no monsters that are going to get you, just monsters that are playing football. Because this is getting pretty misty out here, man.
It is. I just got the notification that more rain is on the way. Stan, are you getting wet out there?
It's really there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look misty. And previously, Nicky cuts on dimes, Odom.
He does. He did. He does exactly what your nickname says. Cuts on dimes.
Oh, just electric.
All right. Here's the first play on this series for Holmen. Graw takes it to the outside. Hilltoppers saw it pretty easily, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, Pekin, Skifton, Cy Smith all out there. I mean, that's the one thing that Holmen's done, or I should say Onalaska's done a great job of, is really watching those counters and not overcommitting. Because that is what's going to get you. It's really not the pitch outs. It's the counters.
25-yard line.
So 3 yards on the last play. Holmen is yet to throw, but they really don't throw the football. It's very rare that it takes place. That's a give up the middle, and it'll be Brecken Turner on that carry, and he gets ahead for a few more.
Stir with a nice play.
3rd down and 2 now for the Vikings. 1, we'll say. They just moved it up just a little bit more. Got to believe you're going to get either a line plunge from the quarterback behind the center, or you're going to get Brecken Turner again here on this play. That's my guess, unless they want to go big. Here's Turner. Fumbles, ball loose, and the Hilltoppers pick it up. Look at that. Once again, the Hilltoppers coming up large, and they recover the ball. I believe, was that Stewart? Stewart with the fumble recovery. He's celebrating right there, and that's another turnover for Holmen.
I don't think Brecken Turner had complete control of that ball on the handoff. It looked like he came out with it, and it just squirted right out of his forearm, and Stewart was Johnny on the spot and picked that thing up. That's a big turnover here.
Now, you heard Coach Yashinsky in the pregame. This offense is a very tough offense to run.
It is.
And, it does leave you at risk for turnovers. And that's happened a couple times now.
Fond memories of playing in that offense. It is very difficult.
Ball at the 29-yard line. Hilltoppers looking to capitalize on yet another Holmen turnover. Snap to Aiden Larson, who takes it directly ahead, but he's going to be knocked backwards for a loss. Quickly in, shooting was Carson Westcott, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, Westcott's one of the leaders on this defense. You'll hear his name quite often, and that time he read that quarterback draw very quickly, collapsed.
I'm going to say what you said when we weren't on the air. You like this Holmen linebacking
They're
crew.
good.
You like them a lot.
They're very good.
2nd down and 12. Loss of 2 on the last play. Larson throwing, zips it down to Skemp. Skemp makes the catch, tries to get a little rack, and he does get down to the 21-yard line, which will be about a yard short. Yeah, maybe 2.
I like the play calling by the Hilltoppers in this game. They're not doing anything that's too, I guess you could say, high risk. Maybe a couple throws they've tried to go deep. For the most part, they're trying to keep something simple to get rhythm and stay on pace. I like what they're doing so far in this first half.
Clock ticking towards 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Hilltoppers need about a yard to pick up the first down. And Larson with a keeper. He'll get ahead and have the first down out across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just fouled his left side. And that was enough to get him to move the chains.
It's a first down, Hilltoppers.
Sam Wallace, Michael Halleckson, Trevor Fink pushing ahead to get him there.
Good high percentage play again.
My bad, folks. I thought I saw first down.
Oh, they're going to call 4th down?
Really?
They're going to say he's short.
Oh, my goodness.
Looked like he got it from my vantage point.
I can't believe that's not a first down. But, hey, they're the guys on the field. Not even a measurement? All right, 4th and short. Really short. I thought that was a done deal. Holmen really wants to get this stop. And the plunge.
Good play.
And that should definitely be enough this time.
You get behind that pancake maker, you're guaranteed a first down on that one. Good play call. I just like how Yang plays, man.
I do too.
He's aggressive.
He's gritty.
Yes, I was going to say gritty and not dirty because you don't want to say that. But he's definitely gritty.
And it wasn't a touchdown either. Pretty
Old school.
Hilltoppers pick up the first down. Thought they had it on the prior play, but they get it there. And Larson with his feet again. Larson, quick throw, completes the pass. Yet again, it's Skemp. And Skemp is wrapped up. Couldn't really make a move after the catch. Good pursuit there by number 29, Conlon Wing. Yeah. Conlon, a junior, 5'9", 150.
Yeah, Mr. Wing's got his work cut out for him tonight. And Skemp, he's going to give him that kind of a cushion, and they're going to go to that all day long.
5-yard pickup on the last pass, Larson to Skemp, and they've been hooking up here this evening. Again, a keeper here for Aiden Larson. He gets tripped up.
Larson flips up.
Good read, though, by Larson. The middle of the field was collapsed, and he cut to the outside, following the blocks on that side of the field.
Carson Westcott is very quick.
He is.
He got in, got the feet.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy that could be mentioned within, first-team all-conference linebacker this year, along with Johansson. I think both of those guys are very similar in how they play.
4:50 and counting here. 3rd down and 4 for the Hilltoppers. Nicky in motion. Now it's a throw to the left side, wide open. The trick play. Skemp in the end zone. And I believe that was Ben Foss who took the pass and delivered it right into the end zone from 12 yards out. And how about that? Another trick play touchdown for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, and that time executed beautifully. And Foss showing off that he can throw that football. Holmen was definitely fooled as no one was on Michael Skemp.
Skemp with another touchdown. And now Foss from throwing for a touchdown to kicking the extra point to try to make it 17-0 Onalaska with 4:40 left. There's the sack kick up by Foss, and it looks darn good right down the middle. And once again, Foss getting it done. Couple of ways this time. 17-0, 4:40 left here in the first half on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees, free online and mobile banking, plus cash-back debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
12-yard pass from Ben Foss. He hits Michael Skemp in the end zone, and that is the latest Hilltopper score as we get back to action. Hilltopper set to kick off, Scotty, and that trick play, it's worked. This time Ben Foss throwing. Last time it was Matty Burnett to Ben Stewart in that McFarland game.
Again, good play calling by Onalaska.
Squib kick taken at the 23 to the 30.
Good block.
Up the left side. Good return. Tiptoeing the sideline. And once again is Tyrus McCoy. And McCoy showing his speed. They'll say he was out at the 29.
Yeah, good.
The 49.
Good spring block on the outside that time. And, man, I tell you, getting outside, McCoy showing some speed there. And if he maybe had a little bit more balance, we might have seen a kick return touchdown for the Vikings, but just not enough space.
Yeah, McCoy's got some quick feet, no question about that. Nice return. And
I mean, let's face it, Holmen's got a lot of talent and a lot of numbers, man. I mean, Onalaska right now taking advantage of some miscues by the Vikings in this one so far in this game.
Turnovers have been the issue for Holmen in the running game, and you just can't have that happen. Here is Turner. Oh, he lost the football again when he hit the ground. Up the right side, picked up by Matty Burnett. Could take it in all the way. Burnett, one man to beat, into the end zone. Here he goes. How about that? There's a flag down to 22, a 49-yard fumble recovery.
Yeah, well, Eagle block in the back on the Hilltoppers, but there was really nobody in the vicinity there, though. I don't know where that block would have came from.
So that will negate the touchdown.
I don't know, Stan, did you see anything down there? Because I didn't really see anybody in that area.
I saw a referee throwing a flag.
Did you see what he was throwing it for, Stan?
And I'm with you guys. I didn't see any type of block in the back or anything of the nature.
If it happened further back, you can't really call that.
I don't see how you can make that call when everything was on the sidelines.
Now, the one question, Brecken Turner hit the ground and the ball came out when he went straight down the football down, and that's where it popped up.
Well, it is
but
what
it is a fumble. It is a fumble.
He was still, though, trying to get additional yardage. The knees weren't down, so the ball came out, and I want to say it was Lucas Rice that wrapped him up. So it was a good play by Rice, and
he tripped him.
Turner's just having some problems holding on to that football. This is a second fumble in this game.
Regardless of what we think, they threw the flag.
They did.
And it's still Onalaska's ball.
It is their ball. It's not a touchdown on the return by Matty Burnett. He thought he might have had a 49-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown.
3 fumbles for Holmen in the first half.
It's tough. That time it hit the ground and just boinked out, and it was the Hilltoppers who picked it up, Matty Burnett. But the flag negates the touchdown return, and here we go. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Hilltoppers again. Pitch back to Nicky. Trouble, wrapped up. He held on to the football. He's lucky that he was able to hold on to it. Shot out of the cannon was Troy Knutson, and Knutson has been busy today.
Yeah, Knutson read that play immediately, and the pitch was a little late. I think that's the one thing you could say is that play kind of developed a little slow, and I'm sure Coach Yashinsky probably not thrilled with that, but even better play by Knutson to snuff that out.
He hasn't gambled too much on running plays. That time a gamble, and it didn't pay off. He'll probably write that one down.
Yeah. And again, these Holmen linebackers are instinctive. They are quick. They're good. You have to seal them out.
It is 2nd and 18 now after the big loss on that last play. Keeper for Aiden. Strips a tackle. Aiden has room, and he'll eventually get knocked down at the 30.
Was that a burst of speed right there? Did you see that?
Speed.
That was impressive.
Comes down at the 30.
A great run by Mr. Larson there.
I think that was Booyah with the tackle.
Our favorite name to pronounce in this one. Miles Booyah.
Is it Booyah or Booyah? I like Booyah maybe a little better. Larson throwing. And he'll hit his receiver. That is Skemp, and he'll have a first down. Hilltoppers inside the 20.
Again, same play, same route, same corner. And, when you give that kind of a cushion to a guy like Skemp who runs great routes, that's going to be automatic for a lot of the time. Good play design.
Stan, Aiden Larson looking about as good as he's looked.
He looks fantabulous.
Doesn't he?
Oh, goodness gracious. Running, playing defense. Passing,
like for exceptional passing. Here he is again. This time he's using his feet, pitches it on out. Here's Nicky. Odom to the outside, couple of dance moves. He'll make a couple extra yards. Eventually goes down to a knee, and they'll mark him down.
And again, I like that, kind of giving Holmen their version of kind of an option play with Nicky Odom, and Odom just uses that speed to get to the outside to make that play.
So just 1 yard short on the last carry, 9 yards for Nicky Odom, and he's having a little more success running the football here today.
He is. Good blocking up front.
He did have that big loss, though, so that kind of evened it out right there. Mm-hmm. The 9 yards and the loss of 8 on that play earlier. 2nd and 1, keeper Aiden Larson just off the right side, plunges forward, and we'll see where they spot this football.
I would like to see if Onalaska can see what I'm seeing and run a tight end seam route right now, because those linebackers are so aggressive. That middle of the field is wide in this area.
Still 3rd and 1, so nice stop by Holmen. You see Ben Stewart coming on out there right now. Maybe they're listening. They go trips right. Stewart is out there in the tight end
position.
Look
at where that safety is.
Yep. I see exactly what you see, Scotty. But it will be a keeper here for Aiden. Aiden will, I think, get enough until he gets pushed backwards. I believe he has it, but let's see where the officials mark this one. It might be 4th and inches.
Yep, they're going to say 4th and inches.
Well, this would be, if Holmen can make this stop here.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Yep.
If they don't, it's a backbreaker because the Hilltoppers are not going to leave. I think they'd even take the 3 points if it comes down to it clockwise. 1:23 left. Hilltoppers going for it. 4th and inches. And it's going to be Odom. Looking to cut back inside. Strips one tackle, not the second one. Huge stop for the Holmen Vikings. They knock him back in a loss. It's a turnover on downs. And a huge stop for Holmen because they don't stop them there. It's trouble.
Yeah, great pursuit that time on the outside by the Vikings. And, that was probably the first play I didn't really agree with as far as a call. In that situation, I think you just plunge Aiden or you give it to Bonner or somebody.
Go right
power
back,
right
go
through it.
Back with that girl you took to the dance, and that's Aiden Larson.
Take
Not
the high
trying
percentage.
To say he's a girl, but that's the right play, right? I mean, that's been working. You do it again.
Nicky's so electric, you want to get on the ball, but, Holmen obviously is prepared for Nicky Odom in this game. There's no question about it.
All right, 1:12 left here, and Holmen now with the football. And a nice run to the near side. Trying to strip a tackle there on the last play was Max LeClaire. And LeClaire going to move the chains, a 15-yard pickup. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, 1:06. And it wasn't quite 15, maybe 13. Ball's going to be at the 28-yard line. Clock starts back up after the first down. Checking his arm for the play. And running the outside is Luke LeClaire. And a flag is
call a
thrown.
neck tackle. Yeah, they're going to call a neck tackle.
Down. It's going to go against the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Bolstead was high on the tackle that time, so that's what they're going to get him on.
Face mask. So clock stops on the penalty at 45 seconds left here in the first half. Hilltoppers up 17-0. They were driving and were stopped on a 4th and inches.
Yeah, Coach Yashinsky pulling Bolstead in to talk to him.
Good crowd here tonight. Of course, coming up at halftime, we'll quickly get you an interview with Coach Yashinsky and get his take on the first half, the Interstate Wealth halftime show. Then we'll check out the dance team. They're performing. And then we'll take a break and then get you scores and stats with Scotty. Another flag is thrown.
Legal shift.
And running ahead is Max LeClaire.
They weren't set at the line of scrimmage.
Penalty.
Should come back.
On the Vikings.
And indeed it does.
Rick, over at Howie's, that sauce of the month, the garlic Parmesan. I was going to say Parmesan. I don't know why. Parmesan buffalo.
Been a new twist on it.
Yeah, it is. Garlic butter, hot sauce, dill, cayenne, and, of course, Parmesan cheese. You can get that on them smoked wings. You could even get it on the burger of the month, the Buff Bomb, Rick, banana peppers, provolone cheese, the homemade blue cheese dressing, bacon, the sauce. Man, I tell you, it's a mouthful of a heart attack, but it's so darn good.
Way to sell it, Scotty.
Yeah. It's so darn good.
It sounds delicious to me.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely sounds delicious.
We're at Howie's, your hometown hangout downtown La Crosse.
That's right. 1st and 15. 40 seconds left here. Holmen kind of hurts themselves there on that penalty.
I pulled it off their site. That's what it said.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I didn't make that up. I'm not going to take credit for that.
If you say so. And look at this. Got some good blocking there. Another nice run by Luke LeClaire.
Timeout.
And a wise timeout.
Holmen. First of the game.
Good yardage to the 35.
They'll take a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds as well here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Cooley Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Cooley Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Cooley Bank branch or cooleybank.net for more information. Cooley Bank, member FDIC.
And a Tricor.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. Timeout taken with 22 seconds left here in the first half. And both teams talking things over. That was the first timeout taken by the Holmen Vikings. They have 2 remaining. Hilltoppers have 3.
I got that here on the stats.
It is. That's
it's
good.
Right there.
I can't wait to see your stats.
I don't know, man.
It's going to be great. I'm
just not used to it, you know, and I'm trying to pay attention to the play. I like to add the, you know, the
you're doing good
kind of
with
the
it.
stuff with the, you know, the extra things that you don't talk about with the offensive line.
All the
and
things
that.
I praise you for.
Hey.
Interstate Wealth LLC halftime
that
show.
That pizza's going to sound really good tonight when I get home.
There's another fumble. Ball loose. Hilltoppers trying to pick it up. They do. Football is controlled by Nickrum. And look at that. All the way into the end zone. I believe that was picked up at about the 23-yard line and all the way down in the end zone. I didn't see any flags on the field, Scotty.
No flags. It was just a bad exchange on the handoff.
Wow.
And Nickrum, man, Johnny on the spot. This time, no flags. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Score for about 25 yards for Jonathan.
That's the 4th fumble of the first half for the Holmen Vikings.
And as Goody just said, a scoop and score. And, boy, the turnovers are just killing the Vikings.
Yeah, I didn't expect this from Holmen.
23-0 with 13 seconds left.
Usually so disciplined in this offense.
It has been a tough night for the Holmen Vikings offense. And the Hilltoppers capitalizing, getting it done. They did leave some points out there last time. That's a fake. Here's Foss to throw to the end zone. A rifle. Off the hands of the intended receiver. And, oh, my goodness. Bonner was there, and it just went right off his hands. It was a rifle.
Yeah, he had Pika, too, and Pika was in the flat with nobody around him. And that might have been an easier throw, to be quite honest.
My goodness. All right. 13 seconds remain here in the first half. Our halftime show coming up. I'm going to take this time to thank a couple of our great sponsors make these broadcasts possible. Our thanks to Big Al's Pizza, downtown La Crosse, quality and tradition since 1979. Also thanks to Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, La Crosse's leader in waste management solutions.
Call Deansy.
Not in that case. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. And the Crow, burgers, bourbon, beer, just to name a few of our great sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. 13 seconds remain here in the first half. Here we go. Boy, Holmen can get a big return here. Maybe they can get a little bit of something going. McCoy picks it up. He's been good on the returns. He gets it out across the 30 to 35, still on his feet. Look at this play with
Great
just
return.
6 seconds left. Boy, the electric feet for that young man. He has been amazing here tonight in terms of kick returns. He's been the bright spot.
Yeah, and
that and the linebackers play.
Yeah, I would say that the wedge on that was excellent by Holmen. They had a good attack. They had time to set up, and the wheels being shown again. And, you know, McCoy has been a bright spot for them in this first half, no question.
Just 6 seconds remain here in the first half. 23-0 Hilltoppers. They've done it by scoring off turnovers, and there's been lots of them. 4 at least for Holmen here in the first half. And we talked about the conditions, a wet field, a little misty, and that could be part of the problem. And part of it has been the Hilltopper defense has been good as well.
It's been very good.
Can't take that away. Coach
Absolutely
Bushman,
not.
what a game plan. 1st and 10 from midfield. Throw, first time, and a little pitch back. Yeah, you're right, Scotty. And going to get pushed out of bounds eventually, but the quick hook and ladder to Elliott Hess after the catch, and that's a rare pass play here, but that's going to take care of our first half as he got out of bounds, but not before the clock ticked down. Coach Yashinsky making his way on over, and Stan going to give him the headset and the microphone. And Coach, I'll tell you what, I don't think most people around the area would look at the score 23-0 and expected it would be that way, but you guys came out with a great game plan, been creating turnovers and capitalizing on them. Tell us about your take on the first half.
You know, I think a lot of because of the weather, that this was their style of game. But I disagree. I think it's in football, it's hard in the weather because the ball's slippery. You're trying to do exchanges, a lot of footwork. Our game plan from Monday on was just line up and see if we can go at them a little bit. We know we're a little short in the running back position right now with Sean out. So I told Aiden on Monday, I said, you're going to get 20, 25 carries, and I'm sure he's on pace for that right now.
Hey, Coach, talk about Aiden. That first half was tremendous. I thought he was good with the football in his hands and even throwing in these conditions. He looks very, very comfortable right now.
Yeah. That he's a great leader for us. He's had a great game. He struggled a little bit earlier in the season with some things, but we needed him tonight. I told him that on Friday or on Sunday. I said, "Hey, scared money don't make money. It's time to let her rip." And he's done that tonight.
Well, Coach, great first half. Thanks for making time for us here.
Thank you.
All right, Interstate Wealth LLC halftime show. I see Swans.
My God.
We got the dance team, and then I see some Swans. We're going to get all this stuff for you here at the halftime show. Then we'll get you scores and stats and all that. So stick around. We're not going anywhere yet.
Meredith Sainer and Finley Weber. The team is coached by Brittany Geary and Jordan Butler. This is the OHS Dance Team.
Ladies and gentlemen, success is there. This beat is automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh. With my body so melodic, this beat goes right through my chest. Everybody, Martin, Poppy, came to party, grab somebody, work your body, let me see you 1, 2, step. Slide, everybody get on the floor. This beat is outrageous, so contagious, make you crave it. Jazzy made top charted ever since the day it started. My stuff, and yes, I flaunt it. Goodies make the boys jump on it. No, I can't control myself now. Let me do my 1, 2 step. Come on like this. Mad to me, you can dance, yo. Shampoo with the beat, drop my bodies with soul. Swing it over here, Mr. DJ, and we will ride you. I shake it like Jello, make the boys say hello, cause they know I'm rocking the beat. I know you heard about a lot of great MCs, but they ain't got nothing on me. Cause I'm 5 for 2, I wanna dance with you, and I'm sophisticated fun. I eat for the million, and I'm nice and young, best believe I'm number 1. Everybody get on the floor. We sing 1, 2 step. I love it. 1, 2 step. Everybody 1, 2 step. We about to get it on.
Hey, your OHS Dance Team, everybody, with the old 1-2 step. If you want to learn how to do the 1-2 step, just contact your local dance team member.
Good one, Goody. Now come the Swans. Is he going to announce what this performance is? This is the first one of the school year here. Of course, school back in session, and I think they are all ready to go. They're making their way out onto the field. They're dressed very casually.
Yeah, I would agree.
But I think maybe planning for maybe a wet performance.
Yeah.
So, but I think right now, I know Stan's probably back up in the stands here, but I think things are okay in terms of the rain. I don't see anyone.
Yeah,
see a couple of umbrellas.
It seems like it's all right.
And we'll see. I'm not sure how long the performance is. We do have to take a break for our sponsors, but we'll try to get you as much as we can. As we still have to get you those scores, too.
Yeah, Rick, one thing I wanted to mention.
Wealth LLC halftime
before
show.
this starts, La Crescent playing their first varsity game in 2 years tonight. Isn't that something? That program had no high school varsity football, and tonight they're back.
That's good.
It's
you
pretty
know how
tremendous.
They're doing?
I'm trying to find it.
I know you work on that stuff while I run all the controls here. Little insight on the broadcast here. We probably
a lot of insight this year.
Yeah, the problem is we probably could have taken maybe a little break, but I didn't want people to miss the beginning of the performance.
People like it. I mean, it's fun.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's all part of it. It's not just the football itself. It's everything that goes along with it.
The high school experience.
It
It's
is.
what we bring you.
It is.
Let's see if I can find a site that actually has the real stats for this game.
Your stats are going to be just fine. Who do you think is going to have stats? The guy from the newspaper?
Who knows?
Todd?
Yeah, he's not covering this game.
He's not?
No.
Okay. Who's covering this one?
I think it's Mr. Lee. I got to find out here.
Okay.
So.
Oh boy, they're getting things together a little slow. Well, we're going to give you at least at least part of this performance. As they say in the biz, we got to pay some bills. That's how we're able to do these. Our great sponsors. You can't do it without that. That's they make it all happen. I gotta get a bunch of great sponsors to be able to pay Scotty Grand. I mean that's just imagine what I have to come up with to get that
Please
done.
welcome the
It ain't much.
Oh, come on, Scotty.
Tonight's show is
You're
titled
very
Black
well paid.
Swan and features the following musical selections: Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake and Sia's pop hit Chandelier. We are proud to present in performance drum majors Ryan Boone, Sami Rayhan, and Kristen Schonecker, and the Marching Hilltoppers.
Well, folks, I hate to do this to you, but I have got to take a commercial break here. I will share this on our Facebook page for CRSN Performance. Jeff is rolling tape as we speak. It'll sound even better through that camera speaker. So I apologize, but it took a little long to get them started. So I got to take a break, and we'll be back with your Interstate Wealth halftime show here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we've been serving the Coulee region for over 35 years, so we know what it takes to meet all your waste and recycling needs. Whether it's picking up the recycling at your local business or taking out the trash at home, we've got you covered. At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we're at your disposal.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness, consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
One of our biggest furniture events of the year, the Labor Day sale at Slumberland. Take an additional 25% off our already low prices. We have an incredible assortment of everything for your home, from sleep to sectionals to decor.
This is totally you. Oh.
Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
Cooley Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Life is full of transitions. You may be transitioning from the education system to the workforce. You may be moving from a single life to a life filled with family. But there may be no bigger transition for us than that of moving out of the workforce and into retirement. Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth has been helping those in the Cooley region and surrounding communities successfully make that transition since 2006. Brent's mission is to provide sound, professional advice in a manner that eliminates confusion, provides clarity, and promotes fellowship. Being an independent financial advisor, Brent has the flexibility and the freedom to design a plan that truly fits your best interests, thus fulfilling his fiduciary responsibilities. Whether you need investment advice, portfolio management help, life insurance needs, or have Social Security questions, give Brent a call at 608-790-9925. Interstate Wealth, your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered by Virtue Capital Management, LLC, VCM. VCM is a registered investment advisor. VCM and Interstate Wealth, LLC are independent of each other. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance services. It's time for the Interstate Wealth LLC halftime show.
Interstate Wealth halftime show. Scotty Grand has got you some scores, got some stats. You want to do the first half, and then we'll get into the rest of the scores before we get back to second half action here from Onalaska High School.
Rushing, I got Mr. Bonner for 1 carry, 11 yards. Nicky Odom, 4 carries for 37. Aiden Larson on the ground, 9 carries for 34 yards in the air, 7 for 11, 83 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. Michael Skemp, 6 catches for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. And for Holmen, let's see, Luke LeClaire, 1 carry for 30, or actually 1 for 1 passing on that last one for 31, even though it was a hook and ladder, it counts for him.
Sure.
Let's see here, on the ground, 3 for 11 and a fumble. Matt LeClaire, 2 carries, 66 yards and a fumble. Let me see here, what else do I have? Mr. Turner, 2 fumbles. He has 3 carries and about 6 yards average on the ground right now. So that wraps up most of the stats here. And, of course, Jonathan Nickram with a 23-yard return for a fumble for a touchdown for Onalaska. So scores, Central and West Salem at the half, 0-0 at the half. Aquinas 16, Altoona nothing at the half. Cashton 22, Brookwood nothing, end of the first. Melman 6, Whitehall nothing, end of the first. River Falls nearing the end of the second quarter, 26-0 over Toma.
Wow.
DeSoto up 8-0 on Riverdale. And Caledonia, I tell you what, they're in a battle tonight with Lake City, and they have that 71-game regular season winning streak. They're tied at 13 at the half right now.
Did you say West Salem and Central were tied
0-0? And that's I've actually checked 3 different sites, and I have the same score.
Luther, a big winner, come from behind, 28-20 over New Lisbon yesterday. That was a huge game for Dylan Yang. 12 for 14, 115 yards passing, 1 touchdown in the air, 3 touchdowns rushing, 22 for 165. How about that for his day yesterday?
Good game.
Excellent game. All right, we're going to take another break here. We'll be back with second half action right here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Life is full of transitions. You may be transitioning from the education system to the workforce. You may be moving from a single life to a life filled with family. But there may be no bigger transition for us than that of moving out of the workforce and into retirement. Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth has been helping those in the Cooley region and surrounding communities successfully make that transition since 2006. Brent's mission is to provide sound, professional advice in a manner that eliminates confusion, provides clarity, and promotes fellowship. Being an independent financial advisor, Brent has the flexibility and the freedom to design a plan that truly fits your best interests, thus fulfilling his fiduciary responsibilities. Whether you need investment advice, portfolio management help, life insurance needs, or have Social Security questions, give Brent a call at 608-790-9925. Interstate Wealth, your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered by Virtue Capital Management, LLC, VCM. VCM is a registered investment advisor. VCM and Interstate Wealth, LLC are independent of each other. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance services.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto di pesce, lobster linguine, calamari. Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees, free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs. Fall and winter are fast approaching, and CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal suggests you leave that fall cleanup and snow removal to them. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal can provide all the services you need to make your neighbors green with lawn envy. Mowing, trimming, edging, landscaping, gutter cleaning, and they even work with Grace's pet waste removal to be your complete lawn cleanup solution. Go to CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal on Facebook to get a free quote for your fall cleanup and snow removal needs, or give them a call at 608-792-2874. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. Stan Evans is on the sidelines. Guys, just about ready to kick things off. Look at that, Scotty. We got through. We didn't get to all the band, but you got a little bit of it, and I'll try to share the band's performance. It was very good. Swans and all. We'll try to share that on Facebook. Stan Evans, your take on the first half here before kickoff.
Well, excellent first half by the Onalaska defense. You know, we were talking about Holmen giving the ball away. Let's give it up for Onalaska's defense for taking it away.
Absolutely.
A little update for you. I found out Sean Gillis, little ankle sprain. That's hence the reason why he's not playing tonight.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Yep, and so he'd probably be good to go for next week. But Nickrum's just been a monster in the first half on defense.
Yeah, he's been really good, and obviously him and Robert Bonner have taken the duties in the backfield when needed, but mainly it's been Aiden Larson running the football here.
Exactly.
Okay, at least in the first half. So
good play calling by Yash, though.
Yeah,
throughout this game call.
Very good, very good. All right, so we are just underway here, and of course the Hilltoppers deferred, so they have the football here in the second half. After the kickoff, they start out 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. And the keeper for Aiden Larson chugs ahead for a couple.
I think the biggest thing for the Hilltoppers coming out, you got this big lead. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Holmen, they pretty much know what Onalaska is going to bring to the table. You just got to take advantage of the situation, and I guess you could say put a GTS on it, go to sleep.
Go with you on that. Is that a wrestling
it
statement?
Is. CM Punk.
It sounded wrestling,
it's a
so I
CM
just
Punk
kind of,
reference.
I figured that's what it was, yeah. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard carry by Aiden Larson. He has been great. He was in the first half. Let's see if he can keep it going. Best game so far this season. He'll have the keeper again. Great run for a first down. Look at that. Aiden Larson continues to run the ball like we've never seen him run it before.
Yeah, he looks great.
At the 48.
That's up to the 48-yard line. Moves the chains here for the Hilltoppers as they keep rocking and rolling.
Again, great job with that interior of the Onalaska offensive line. Trevor Fink, Caleb Yang, Michael Hellickson opening up a nice hole that time.
Just underway here in the second half. Hilltoppers up 23-0. Turnovers for Holmen has been their albatross. And Larson throws over the middle. Intercepted, his first pick of the season. And a big-time play there on defense for the Holmen Vikings. Number 40, who is Kyle Gerald. Gerald with a big pick. The linebacker was sitting pretty and able to run it back for a decent return.
I think the ball was a little underthrown that time on the route. But at the same time, great play by Gerald to pick that off, and Holman's got new life here.
First time Aiden Larson's thrown a pick in this season. The touchdown passes to interceptions ratio pretty darn good, but that time he does turn the ball over, and it's 1st and 10 Holmen from midfield. So Kyle Gerald with the interception, the linebacker able to run it back to the 50. And now it's Holmen football. And the pitch and another fumble, and they're going to be able to recover this one. Boy, they just continue to have struggles holding on to the football.
How about the hit by Pika?
He has been a beast.
Man.
An absolute beast.
He read that play, shredded the block, and made a great stick on LeClaire. And that's what made him lose the handle on that football. Holman's lucky to get that back.
Braden Graw able to recover the football. He was in the right position to do it. Otherwise, you could have seen maybe another scoop and score for the Hilltoppers.
2nd down.
They have one. They almost had two, but it was called back on a blocking from behind, which we didn't see. But here's to the left side, and lots of yardage this time. And still on his feet is Max LeClaire to the house.
Great play.
Max LeClaire with a huge run.
62 yards.
That would be 58 yards for the touchdown.
58-yard run for LeClaire.
So Holmen gets on the board, and boy, he needed that one. And that brings new life, an interception and a touchdown. And now Holmen, with still a whole half to play, is a football team that might come alive.
Yeah, and that time great blocking, and that's the thing, that veer pitch out, if it's run properly, is dangerous. Great blocking by the wide receivers for the Vikings that time out on the edges.
And they're going to go for two.
Valerie, the Vikings.
And is that a keeper for Luke LeClaire? It was. And that'll go in for 2 points. Holmen now has 8 on the board. And they're back in this football game. 9:56 to play here in the third quarter. 23-8. Onalaska leading here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
One of our biggest furniture events of the year, the Labor Day sale at Slumberland. Take an additional 25% off our already low prices. We have an incredible assortment of everything for your home, from sleep to sectionals to decor.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
Levi Bolstead, defensive end, Irving Bridge.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. Sorry, I was going to show you another lineup there by accident, but that was not to be the case. That was an operator error there. No worries. Holmen back in this football game now, Scotty. That was a huge play. They get the interception, then they get the big running play, and right now we got a 23-8 football game, 9:56 left.
Yeah, if you're on Alaska, you want to answer on this possession and make sure you keep the Vikings down.
Watch out for an onside kick here, too.
Absolutely.
It's his third quarter, a little early, but you never know. Low line drive kick. Nicky picks it up, fakes the reverse, takes it to the near side. Nicky gets through a hole. Nicky cutting. Nicky continues, holds on to the football, still on his feet finally into Holmen territory. Down to the 47-yard line. Nicky Odom. Man, can he run.
What a return by Nicky Odom that time.
I can't believe they kicked to him.
Oh, my goodness.
But Odom gets into
that broken tackle was something special.
Why would anyone kick to Nicky Odom?
He's just such a weapon.
I would keep the ball away from him if you can. Hilltoppers, 9:47 left. They have the football. Want to answer that Holmen comeback score. Larson following his blockers, shifting back and forth, and his knee comes down after a pickup of 4.
Good run by Larson. Nice patient run. Didn't really have anything where he was going initially and just let his offensive line let that play develop.
Booyah, Boyu. Second down and 5.
Boyu with the stop. There's a debate on the pronunciation there, Goody. We were told
Bouye.
Bouye.
Yep.
Another keeper for Larson. He'll get tackled for a push ahead, which he would have been back probably 3 more yards, but he was knocked ahead.
Yeah, Bouye
third
again.
and 1.
Man, that was a hard tackle on Larson too.
Third down and 1.
Vikings are showing a little bit more life here.
Well, you got to believe that, they get the interception, they get a big touchdown. They believe they're back in this football game. Now it's up to Onalaska to kind of hush that down a bit.
Yeah, it's a talented roster. Got to keep them down.
Just need a yard here. And Larson runs to the near side. He'll slide, and look at that. He's a baseball player. He certainly is capable of a good slide, and
That's
he showed
a bad mark right there. That's a bad spot. That ball should be further up the field.
That's a first down.
Looks like we might have a measurement.
It's a first down.
He was past the marker when he slid.
Yep. Measurement is a happening.
Wow.
All right, now
that's a horrible spot.
That is a very bad spot.
It's directly in front of us, hence why we're able to see it. It's directly in front, and he took the slide, and he did it in a way that his knee should have been past the first down marker.
He was past the marker when he hit the ground.
Absolutely.
Could go to this winning ticket.
This is where I wish we had more room and more people we could run instant replay.
Absolutely.
Plays, but unfortunately,
ticket.
I would need. We can certainly do it. We just have to have another operator.
All right. So it's the red ticket.
First down.
And the Hilltoppers. We are waiting for the measurement here.
What's the official
While we
pointing
do that,
back?
Here's the number.
They're continuing
4,
to
7, 9,
mark it, and Coach Yashinsky says first down, and there it is, the signal. First down, Hilltoppers.
Made sure
if he didn't get that first down, I think he would have gone livid there.
I think so, because I think the spot was not where the ball actually was.
Lots of 9.
8:27 left. Hilltoppers get the first down. Our thanks to Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. And Howie's across his hometown hangout. Also thanks to Waste Management, always looking for a sustainable tomorrow. First down, Hilltoppers. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Blitz coming.
Up the middle goes Larson. Stacked up after a pickup of 2.
Yeah, good blitz call by the Vikings. Good tackle by Gerald that time coming off the edge, and they kind of set that up late.
Bouye was in there as well.
2-yard gain. Second down and 8.
Yeah, these Viking linebackers are very quick off the ball.
Whenever you get an opportunity, you should check and see if there's any updates on that West Salem Central game.
I will do that.
0-0 in the third
How
quarter.
about that, huh?
Never would have expected that. I know West Salem's defense is really good.
It is.
That's a huge, huge game there. Larson rolling, looking, throwing. That's a bullet, but it's down low. Looking for Skemp, incomplete.
Another blitz off the edge that time.
3rd down and 8.
Kind of disrupt that play a little bit. Larson had to roll out and get rid of that ball a little earlier than he wanted.
7:27 left now in the third quarter. 3rd and 9 on the incomplete pass.
Holmen really starting to dial up the pressure now, Rick.
Glad you're with us here on this Friday night, week 3 in the first of the Mississippi Valley Conference. Trouble for Larson, maybe a yard, and it's going to be 4th and at least 7.
Knutson.
And Aiden Boylan and Knutson in on that play. Holmen's defense has come to life
What's
here.
the decision for Coach Yashinsky? Skemp coming out. He'll come back onto the field here. I think they're going to go for it here from the 30, and just inside the 35-yard line.
I think you do.
Too far for a field goal attempt. End up putting yourself in a bad
Still
spot
up,
if you miss it.
Still up 17 points, so.
Nobody in the backfield. Larson with trips left. Skemp to the right. His safety valve. Flush down to the pocket. Larson sacked and down. Turnover on downs. Holmen football now at the 40. And the Holmen Vikings, if they had a horn, they'd blow it. They're coming back into this one.
Boyer with a nice delayed blitz that time gets Larson on the backside, and Holmen takes over. Onalaska still with a 15-point lead
Big
here.
Big sack for Boyer. That was a fantastic play.
How about that series for Boyer? He was all over the place.
You got to see if the Hilltoppers can slow down the run now after the last explosive play. It's now 6:34 left in the third quarter, and Holmen can get right back in this football game, trailing 23-8. Here's Graw. He runs and gets hit after a pickup of 2. Connor Johansson, 1 of 2 in on the stop. I think that was Adam Skipton who came in along with Johansson for the tackle.
Yeah, good job on the pursuit that time by the Hilltoppers.
Congratulations to Linnea Rice, our winner in the 50-50 raffle this evening.
As you heard, somebody a lucky winner in the 50-50 raffle.
All right.
Congratulations, Linnea.
2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8 now for Holmen. And the keeper, and a nice tackle. Getting in on the stop was Aiden Summerfield. And Luke LeClaire with the keeper.
Yeah, Summerfield did a good job reacting to that play immediately.
3rd and 5 now. Ball at the 45-yard line. Substitutions for the Hilltoppers. Maddie Burnett comes on. Subbing for Cy Smith. It's a big play, Stan. Big play. Graw tries to get to the outside. Graw hit and buried. What a huge play on defense by the Hilltoppers.
Sebastian Smith.
Yeah, good tackle by Cy Smith that time on that corner.
4th down and 3 yards to go.
Holmen definitely probably going to go for it here, would be my guess.
47.
Yeah, Smith must have switched sides with Maddie Burnett, went to the other side on that play. Dan, you got to face us this direction if you're going to talk, because it's your mic's cutting out.
No, here you
go. A little bit.
I don't want to interfere with the players and everything. So,
I know, I understand that.
Most of them are bigger than me anyway.
4th and 3, look out. This is huge for the Holmen Vikings right now. 4:22 and counting, third quarter, trailing 23-8.
Penalty. Delay a game on Holmen.
Delay game on the Vikings.
Bad timing for that penalty.
Travis Kowalski can't be happy about that.
hometown announcement. Great time for that call.
Now it's 4th down and 8.
Stan, your son plays on the Hilltoppers. You have every right to be that guy.
I know. He's somewhere right around here.
I know.
Oh, there he is right here.
All right, that's going to change the play here for Holmen. At least that's what they want it to appear.
Watch the fake, that's for sure. And Onalaska staying safe. No returner in the back.
And here's Brecken Turner. He's got a good leg. And that ball is going to take a nice Holmen bounce inside the 10 to the 9. And that's where the Hilltoppers will start out first 10-10 with 4:09 left here in the third quarter. That was a big-time stop for Onalaska.
Absolutely huge. And, man, I tell you what, you have to give credit to how this defensive scheme has been constructed in this game, because it doesn't seem like the Hilltoppers are phased. You got the one big run by Max LeClaire, but overall it's been an excellent defensive game plan for the Hilltoppers in this game.
Exactly. I have to agree. One play for Holmen. Okay. Well, let's give them that. Onalaska got to come out offensively here on this drive.
Yeah, nice long sustained drive to take some time off the clock. Let's see what they can do. Here we go. Hilltoppers trade to the right with Pika and Stewart. Looking at his blockers. Larson rolling, throwing, deep ball. And over-the-shoulder catch is made. And the run after catch, forget about it. Nicky Odom is going to hit it all the way. 90-yard touchdown pass. He's so explosive. Unbelievable play over the shoulder catch.
How about the pass route design on that one with the quick out to Skemp that they've been going to all game, and then they run Odom on the flag route going over the top. Great throw by Larson, great catch by Odom, and the nitrous has come into the building.
That's right now it's leading as the King Street Kitchen play of the day, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
An over-the-shoulder catch. A perfect throw by Aiden Larson. Not many guys in high school can catch that ball over the shoulder like that.
No, and at Nicky's size, too. He's not the biggest guy, but for him to see that in these lights, it's very hard to catch a ball like that in the lights.
Unbelievable.
And sideline like myself, appreciate being able to look down on Nicky Odom.
Here's Ben Foss to attempt the extra point, trying to make it an even 30. And the kick is up and good. He doesn't miss very often, that's for certain. It's now Hilltoppers 30 and Holmen 8. 3:55 left here in the third quarter. And let's keep it right here, Scotty. I know you can tell me what's going on at the Crow.
Oh, man, they got a lot going on, Rick. And remember, Oktoberfest right around the corner. They have the Rise and Stein event. Get up early, 6 a.m. over at the Crow to get you ready for your Oktoberfest weekend. They're going to have a brunch service, Rick. So they're going to start serving brunch at the Crow starting September 11th. From 9 to 11 a.m., so get on out there and do that. And some of their features, the one that I like, of course, man, I tell you what, I'm all about building your own mac and cheese. I like my mac and cheese. I like a lot of food if people look at me, but I like mac and cheese.
True.
$11.99 includes meat, veggie, sauce, and cheese over at the Crow. Man, it's your downtown bourbon bar, downtown La Crosse.
Fantastic, fun place. And, boy, it's almost that Oktoberfest time, isn't it?
Oh, man, isn't that? It's just right around the corner. It's crazy.
I think is it Sparta in to see us that Oktoberfest weekend?
I believe so.
I think so. Here's the kick from the Hilltoppers. It's very deep. McCoy's been great here today. Took it at the 3-yard line, bursting up the right side, still on his feet, finds a seam down the sideline. McCoy can break it all the way. Ben Foss trying to catch him. Foss tries to tackle, and he drives him just out of bounds all the way down to the 3-yard line. Unbelievable return.
Actually, it was Luke LeClaire on the return, number 10.
Yeah, I didn't see the number. I just saw it.
But still, great return by Holmen. I mean, Holmen has been just fantastic in the return game in this one.
Return all the way down to the Hilltoppers.
Looked like the 3.
What a play by Foss.
Foss saved it, but boy, I tell you, Holmen knocking at the door here quickly on that return.
Absolutely.
Might want to rethink kicking off to the Holmen Vikings, too. Both teams, I don't know, they're both dangerous on the kick return.
It's just ridiculous.
And they both got good kickers.
Yes.
So now Holmen with a chance to answer right away. And going to be a bit short there, but the carry was by Max LeClaire, and the LeClairs continue to get Holmen in good field position.
Yeah, good athletes, the LeClairs, both of them.
But they had him out way earlier than I thought he went out of bounds on that return, didn't you?
Yeah.
So he must have tiptoed the sideline and caught the sideline, so they brought the ball back as he went out of bounds officially at the 3, but must have hit the sideline before that.
It was a great return.
I'll tell you one thing, man. I've seen some speed on the Holmen team.
Yeah, there's some speed.
No,
oh, my goodness.
I've been really impressed. And I keep saying it. Their linebackers are so good. And that's the thing that's been most impressive so far about how Onalaska's been able to run the football with Aiden Larson and make some of the plays they have, because Holmen's linebackers have been right there almost every single time, and the blitzes have been on point. They've just been able to somehow make a big play when they've needed to.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. And the keeper, not sure if he's going to get in, but that's, again, Luke LeClaire with a quarterback keeper. And
Stewart.
Going to be short by 3 yards, it looks like. 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3.
2nd and goal.
Good job in the middle that time. Donovan Olson doing a good job getting low. He's played well this season.
Yeah, he's there again at nose tackle. Levi Bolstad had a couple of sacks last week. And they're going to get tight up against the line here. Keeper.
Nothing.
And again, the Hilltoppers going to stack that line. Nickram, another huge play.
Man, Nickram just stayed at home and made that play. That was just a great job of reading that, not getting fooled by the inside handoff. Jonathan Nickram just made a spectacular play right there against the option. That is technique.
He's all
perfect.
business, Scotty. You look at his face. He's just all business. Here we go now. 3rd and goal from the 3. 2:12 and counting, 3rd quarter. 30-8 Hilltoppers, but Holmen strikes back with a big return, gets themselves deep into Onalaska territory. It's been the slow running approach. Hilltoppers have held strong. Can they hold again? Misdirection there, and stripping a couple of tackles down to the 1. LeClaire again almost got loose.
Man, Stewart did a good job of getting in initially and was dragging on that jersey for a bit, and then he had some help coming from that left-hand side. Good play call by Holmen. Even better job staying in your area by Stewart.
And goal at the 2.
Luke LeClaire has definitely played hard here tonight, and he's looking to once again try to get in. I don't think he wants to try to do any handoffs here. He's too afraid that it might be a fumble in the transaction.
Right.
That's my guess. Clock ticking down towards the 1 minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. LeClaire settles in under center. And the give is to Brecken Turner.
Didn't get it.
Hit. They say touchdown. The officials say touchdown. Brecken Turner in from 1 yard out with 1:02 left here in the 3rd quarter. And Holmen gets back on the board. It's now 30-14.
Yeah, that was close right there. Good defense by Onalaska.
Vladimir Viking this time.
But Turner with a nice plunge that time, getting that ball just over the goal line.
Vikings typically going to go for 2 points. Let's see if that's what they do. No, they're going to kick, it looks like. At least they're lined up for a kick.
42.
42 would be Seth Heiser.
47.
47 is Hogan Schneider. Schneider the kick.
Point is good.
Not a whopper, but between the uprights and good enough. And Holmen makes it a 30-15. Hamsies will call it.
Now the score is with
Take a
1
quick
minute to go
break.
in the
Be
third,
back with more
30-15.
here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
One of our biggest furniture events of the year, the Labor Day sale at Slumberland. Take an additional 25% off our already low prices. We have an incredible assortment of everything for your home, from sleep to sectionals to decor.
This is totally you. Oh,
Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
So a big kick return by the Vikings got them in great field position in Onalaska territory and constant running with LeClaire, and eventually it's Brecken Turner from 1 yard out to give the Holmen Vikings 6 points and an extra point good, and it's now 30-15 with $1:02 left in the third quarter.
A couple quick score updates. Aquinas up 38-8 now, and let me see here. Caledonia in danger of losing that winning streak. Lake City just scored 20-13.
Here's a short kick. It's going to be an onside attempt, and they recover the football. Holmen Vikings recovered there by Hayden Goodell.
Did it go 10 yards?
I don't know. Stan, were you able to see that, Clayton? Did it go 10?
Clearly. We just sat and watched the ball dribble up the field.
Caught off guard.
And Holmen recovered it. I mean,
well, big play call there by
right.
Travis Kowalski, and Hayden Goodell comes up large and gets that onside kick recovery. And look at this, Holmen at the 49-yard line.
Score update. Central 0, Salem 0, end of the third quarter.
The snap begins for the Holmen faithful. Pumped up after that onside kick and score. LeClaire looking for a lead block, gets around one, spins off another, still on his feet, tripping another tackle. Here goes LeClaire, and finally caught from behind by Ben Stewart at about the 18-yard line, moving the chains, and once again a huge run by Luke LeClaire.
Yeah, and blocking on the outside. They got the linebacker that time. I want to say it was Sommerfeld or Pico, kind of overcommitted, and that's the danger of some of those toss plays.
They had good lead blocking again, and that time he made a couple Hilltoppers miss, and now look where they're sitting. Ball at the 19-yard line. In the red zone again. And this time Graw dances inside. Graw still on his feet, and he gets it ahead for more yardage for the Holmen Vikings.
Yeah, great powerful run by Graw that time. He ran over a couple tacklers. Good blocking up front by the offensive line of the Vikings, and you can see a little bit of a momentum shift here happening.
Clock ticking down on the third quarter, under 10 seconds left. Let's see if they get a playoff before the clock expires. They quickly rush up. LeClaire taps Brecken Turner back. They're going to get the snap off, and the handoff is to Brecken Turner. He's dragging tacklers, and not enough to get the touchdown, but sitting pretty are the Holmen Vikings as we head to the fourth quarter. There is a flag, though, and it can't end on a penalty if it's accepted.
Didn't see what the penalty was. I guess it's probably a face mask.
They're talking it over, and Goody thinks it's a Hilltopper penalty.
Yep,
face mask.
Personal foul.
Wow.
On the Hilltoppers.
Wow.
That's a big one.
So it's first and goal from the 1. Should be.
So with this penalty,
and it won't end the quarter.
The Vikings should get an untimed play here at the end of the period.
That's correct, Goody. Well, how about this turn of events?
Yeah, I mean, after that first half and all the miscues by the Vikings, they've been able to really calm down and get composed and make some really big plays in this quarter. And right now, Onalaska's defense is on its heels.
Turner's been hanging on to the football now, and he pounded in the last one. Let's see if he gets a shot at pounding another one in here. And it'll be the keeper by LeClaire. He's hit. They say they're in. Officials have not said touchdown. Now they do. Touchdown there once again for the Holmen Vikings. Luke LeClaire from 1 yard out.
So Matt and Luke LeClaire starting to drive that Viking bus here in this third quarter. They're back in this one. Couple big plays. That's all it takes.
And looks like they're going to go for one again. Hogan Schneider made it last time.
Veronica.
No good.
That kick is going to go
Extra
wide.
point is no good.
No good. So a 30-21 football game as we end the third quarter play. Fourth quarter coming up next year on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Maurice Volkswagen La Crosse is committed to enhancing both your buying and ownership experience. Your place where happiness matters in the Cooley region.
Our 2021 Volkswagen inventory includes the economical Jetta, the reliable Passat, the very popular Tiguan, the family-friendly Atlas, and the red-hot Atlas Crossport.
On top of Maury's Buy Happy Promises, your new Volkswagen comes with a 4-year 50,000-mile warranty, a 5-year no-cost car net, and a 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Visit us at Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse.
We are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. That's our promise. A promise doesn't change when things get tough. These are unprecedented times, and that promise of who we are and what we stand for can be seen on the faces of our 45,000 teammates. We could not be prouder of them as they continue to be there for our customers, for our communities, and for each other, today and tomorrow.
All right, one more quarter of action here.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School.
51 points have been scored.
As
How
the
many more
Hilltoppers
will
now a 9-point lead as we start quarter number
before
4.
the evening is done?
Stopping the play here.
Yeah, it looks like the ball fell off.
Yep.
We'll reset it here. (30-21), fourth quarter. Glad you're with us here on this Friday night high school football on the Cooley Region Sports Network. And the boot is a line drive. Going to get passed to the 4. It's Matty Burnett, and he goes down pretty quickly and out across the 15 to the 16. Was it Aiden Larson or 5?
Aiden Larson
9,
that
yes,
time.
all right.
And he is tackled.
Doesn't usually return
No,
kicks.
not very often.
At the 17-yard line.
I was surprised by that. Onalaska really needs something to get going here on this drive.
Got a big truck in the park there flashing its lights.
Is it a bus?
I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of lights in the park right now. People probably to come catch the end of the game. First play not going anywhere here for the Hilltoppers. Shut down is Aiden Larson with the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, Aiden Boylan that time with a good tackle. Called his name a couple times in this one.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
Gain of 0 on the play here for Aiden Larson. Clock starts to tick. Again, a 9-point lead for the Hilltoppers, but Holmen has definitely picked it up here in the second half. And they have not been turning the football over like they did in the first half. Here's Larson to throw. Deep ball, hits Skep. He makes the catch, goes out of bounds at the 39.
Yeah, good throw that time. Looks like there was a little confusion with Nicky and Scamp, too, about who was supposed to be where, but a good catch by Michael that time. River Falls up 40-0 on Toma.
Tough year for Toma. Scamp has got what has he got, about 6 or 7 catches now?
Yeah, 7 now, I believe.
He was up near 100 yards.
Yeah, he's
receiving.
probably over it now.
And of course, Odom, with his run after catch, he's got huge numbers as well. So Aiden Larson's having his best game. He does have 1 interception, but a handful of touchdown passes. And it'll be the keeper up the middle. He got hit hard. He spun off the tackle, though, and he'll push with his offensive line ahead for 4.
Moves the pile.
Yeah, I think the offensive line for the Hilltoppers has done a really good job here tonight. Holmen's defense is definitely quick on the attack, and they do a really good job of setting Aiden up for that second level.
I'm also going to give a kudos not just the offensive line, but Sam Pika and his lead blocking, giving Larson time, shooting the gap there and taking out the linebacker, and I think it's been excellent.
It's not Mike Allstott-esque.
No.
But I tell you what, he kind of has a little bit of a build like a Mike Allstott to some degree.
Yeah, he's in the weight room, no question about that.
He was the best H-back fullback I ever saw.
Him and his brother, Nick Pika. Here's a nice carry again. Larson ahead. Going to be a couple yards short of a first down. So it'll be interesting to see what play call Coach Yashinsky goes with here.
Onalaska, and it's 3rd down and 3.
Clock continues to tick here in the fourth quarter. Holmen has stormed back to get into this football game, trailing by just 9. 3rd and 4, Hilltoppers. 3rd and a short 4. Looks like a passing situation for Larson. This time they try to get him to jump. Oh, he was in the neutral zone. Jump back, I guess. They didn't call it. They're wondering why there wasn't a call, but there isn't. Larson gets away but falls short, and a nice job by the Vikings to get through. Knutson able to take the leg and just get enough of a hand on it, and Larson's tripped up. Hilltopper's going to bring out the punting unit, I believe.
Good penetration by the Vikings defense, and Onalaska got to kick that ball away.
It's going to be Bonner out to punt.
That missed extra point, though, looms pretty large for Holmen right now. Even if they get a 2-point conversion, they're still going to be down 1.
Now that onside kick was big for them.
It was. And to Stan's point, you got to be aggressive on those plays.
Yeah. Get a good snap here. Can't have anything go over the head. Ooh, good job by Bonner to grab a high snap and a high kick. Good hang time. And it hits a Viking, but he's able to recover it. Boy, good hands by McCoy there. But I tell you what, he kind of lost the sight of the ball there for a second, and that could have been a Hilltopper football.
Yeah, that was close. Nicky Odom getting worked on here on the sidelines.
This is coming down to it, man.
Nicky, all right, just having a little work in the shop there, Stan.
Well, he's just getting it stretched out, it looks like.
Okay, that's good.
I thought Holmen should have went for that last missed extra point. I thought they should have went for 2 at that point in time. It would have put them down by 8 and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion within tying this game. Onalaska's got a 2-possession advantage right here.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you at all on that. Here's play for LeClaire. It's a keeper to the left side. He gets around the end and going to get a good gain. Close to another first down for the Holmen Vikings on this series, and they do get out of bounds to stop the clock for the time being.
Yeah, Holmen's really got a rhythm going right now, and that's the one thing when you're running these running plays and the option, that makes your brain kind of go a million miles an hour thinking about what they're going to do. And Onalaska's just got to slow down and watch the football.
Luke LeClaire with a 9-yard carry in the last play makes it a 2nd and 1. And again, he's taking it here to the that's Graw, actually. Graw breaks a tackle. And he'll get a first down for the Holmen Vikings.
And he runs.
Good blocking by Brecken Turner that time, too, to help Graw out. And Graw's coming up kind of limping there.
Yeah, he's hopping a little bit. He's going to get to the sideline here. He'll get a substitution.
That'd be big if they don't have him in this one going down the
stretch. Said in the pregame, 11 different bodies have run the football for Holmen coming into this game today. But it's been pretty much LeClaire, Graw, and Brecken Turner.
Yep. And I think that's what we thought going into this one, too. Those are your big 4. Those are the guys that you want to
if things are going the way the Vikings want it to go. But they didn't give up on Brecken Turner, even after the fumbles.
It says a lot right there.
Yeah. 1st and 10, ball to 42-yard line. 8:17 to play. Here's a handoff up the middle. This time it's going to be Max LeClaire. So LeClaire
with a tackle.
Has not run the football a lot in this game.
4.
But he's got one of the big runs,
big
that's
one,
for sure.
Yeah, he gets the big ones.
I liked how they designed that play, though, too, Rick. They fake to the fullback, quarterback goes up the middle, and then they deceptively hand it back off to LeClaire going on that right side.
6-yard pickup there. 2nd and 4. Brecken Turner is caught from behind by Donovan Olson.
Donovan Olson's played a really good game tonight, quietly, and that's the thing, when you're in the trenches like he is, not a lot of attention, but he's done his job well tonight.
3. It's 3rd down and 1.
We got 3rd and 1, so
Hilltopper territory.
Turner able to chug ahead. Let's see if he gets another chance or if it's going to be a keeper here. That's probably one of the 2 plays in the play selection here. Looks like they're going to load up the right side. See if LeClaire wants to take it around this near end. And it'll be Brecken Turner. He'll chug ahead for the first down. He picks up another 3.
First down.
Ben Stewart
now
with a
it's at
tackle.
the 47.
Connor Johansson also in.
7 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, it's almost like Holmen's just really starting to wear down this Onalaska defense.
Yeah.
They've been on the field so much this second half, and that's the thing you worry about, when you're running against it, when you're playing against a team like Holmen that can run the football as effectively as they do. That's the big worry.
The battle in the trenches. Well, let's see. Here's LeClaire trying
Fumble.
to find a gap. Ball is loose, and the Hilltoppers recover. They say they did. They did. How about that? I think it was Adam Skifton who picked up the football, and the Hilltoppers take over on the fumble by Luke LeClaire. That was a huge turnover right there with 6:30 left here in the fourth quarter.
I think Sam Pica was the one that stripped that ball. It looked like that LeClaire was trying to cut back inside, and Pica just got in there and got that mitt in there and Skifton right there, Johnny on the spot.
Now they have to get this running game going, take some time off the clock. Can't take any risks here. Offensive line needs to do their job. And the Hilltoppers can salt this one away. Larson following the right side. He gets ahead for 4. Clock will
Goes
tick.
down at the 46.
Both teams have 3 timeouts.
2nd and 7.
That's right. Got it right here.
It's on the board. It's on the,
Yeah.
on the scoreboard, too.
Yeah.
Again, our thanks to Jeff Ross on camera, doing a fine job as always. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. They'll give him 3 on the last play. Taking more time off the clock here. They're going to waste as much as they can on every play. Larson has room, finds a hole. Larson across the 40. Puts the head down and runs right at the tough linebacker in Carson Westcott for the first down.
How about the kick out that time by Sam Wallace? I mean, that was really great how he was able to step up and kick that guy out, giving Larson an alley to run. And, of course, you called it, Rick, Pica out there in that H-back spot. That's quite the lead blocker that you got there if you're a Hilltopper
He's
fan.
been doing it so many times tonight, no question.
I would really like to see them run a middle screen to Pica at some point.
Yes, Stan thinks that's the game plan, too. We'll see what they do
I've been
here.
calling that one all night.
1st and 10, you never know. I don't think they're going to do it right now, but I'd love to see something like that. Maybe you guys are right. They're looking to the sideline right now. And got 5:07 left. Keeper for Larson. Space up the middle. Larson with another first down. Hilltoppers.
How about the block by the pancake maker? Man, did he clear that out for Aiden Larson. That was a huge hole. And Larson just took that burst and just went with that football. Great job.
Pancake man.
21-yard line.
Lace them with syrup as fast as you can.
Larson's been huge tonight.
Yes, he has.
Oh, man.
Wow. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 22. Is that right? Yes, it looks like it. I'm watching from monitor here. Another keeper here for Larson. Boy, he is going to be so tired after this game. I mean, you talk about a guy who has worked the hardest I've ever seen a Hilltopper individually work. He has played this game. He is the man, and Coach Yashinsky lived up to his game plan.
Yeah, believes in him. I mean, he's a great leader, like he said, and I tell you, he's definitely the MVP of this ball game. I don't think there's any question about it.
Well, that's why they spend the summer in the weight room.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Ball to 18 now. Hilltoppers trying to saw away the time.
Corner blitz.
Yep. And good shifty move there by Larson. He's heading towards the 6.
Larson.
And another great run by Aiden Larson. Do you have any idea how many yards he has roughly?
Right.
I know it's unofficial.
This half, I have now 7. Let me see, 7 for 58 on the ground. I got a page back. I was going to add them all up at the end.
Oh, that's this half.
Over 100.
30 or 40 carries.
Yeah, he's got a lot of carries. Clock ticking down, 3:33 and rolling. First and goal from the 7. Hilltoppers cannot turn the football over here. Must keep football or score as long as you can. And they're taking as much time as they can. Larson, keeper. Larson to the left. Larson slides yet again at the 5.
Slides down near the 5.
And got a Holmen Viking who is down. I think that's Miles Bouye.
6-yard line and
It'd be a big loss for Holmen.
He
He's
seems
had a great
okay,
game
though.
tonight.
He's moving fine. I think he'll be all right.
Is it Bouye or
We were told Bouye.
One of the assistant coaches said Bouye to us.
Booyow? A whole lot better. Booyow.
I had Bouye or Booyah.
Yeah, I've got 28 carries unofficially for 103 yards on the ground for Larson.
Efficient.
Really, really good game. Clock ticking under 3 minutes left. Second and goal from the 6.
Second and goal.
Fans haven't gone anywhere. They're getting a great one. I want to see the Ozone get pumped. Almost got him to jump. Larson following his right side. Larson continues and finally driven back
for a couple yards.
That's got to be
close to the goal line.
very
We'll
close
call it
to the goal line.
It's
Third and goal. And let's see where they spot this football. That's going to be the 1. You know, the board says the 2. My angle's a little different.
It looks
could
like
be
the 2. Yep.
Yep.
It's a
Thanks, Jeff.
Big possession here for the Hilltoppers on this drive.
So third and goal from the 2. Clock under 2 minutes to play. 1:52 and counting. Holmen looking for a miracle stop. There's the block. Oh, a head tackle. Did he get in? Larson in from 2 yards out. That might be the nail in the coffin. Larson has worked so hard tonight and deserves every bit of those 6 points.
Ran right behind Pika on a delayed quarterback draw. Good play call by the Hilltoppers that time.
It's now 36-21 with 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter.
What a football game.
Well, it's not a low-scoring game. It's a high-scoring game, and the Hilltoppers have the lead. And that bucks the typical trend between these two teams when it's a high-scoring game. But there's still 1:43 left on the clock.
Still time.
Never say never, and especially in this rivalry.
We got a timeout here.
Was ready to take the snap.
Delay game on Onalaska.
It's not really an issue for Ben Foss from that distance.
5-yard penalty.
It's not about the distance. It's just if everything goes well in the first 2 parts, I don't think Ben Foss misses many.
No. Get that snap down and let him do his thing.
He's pretty much money as long as everything before him goes the way it's supposed to. And how about that touchdown pass he threw earlier today?
That was a beautiful play.
That's a high snap. Great job by Larson again. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Hopefully that car's got insurance out there.
Holy moly. Did you see the reach by Larson on that to
Yes.
get that snap down?
Absolutely.
Sam Pika says, thank you very much, Aiden Larson. We'll take a break. Be back with more here from Onalaska High School on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need? The need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CooleyBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
Rick and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. 1:43 remains here in the fourth quarter. And the Onalaska Hilltoppers now up 37-21. Yes, Scotty?
We have a score update. West Salem is up 3-0 with 6:48 left in the fourth quarter against Central.
3-0 is the score.
3-0.
Unbelievable. No way would, if anyone told me it would be 3-0 in that game, would I believe them.
Glad I'm not at that game.
It sounds like
probably a heck of a defensive
game.
game.
Like a hockey game.
Hey, Spring
Which you
Grove.
would never find Stan at.
Spring Grove 6-0 over Houston.
All right.
My nephew with the first touchdown.
Yeah, there you go.
Kickoff's going to go out of bounds, and of course, a legal
the
procedure gets the
kickoff
flag.
goes out of
And
bounds.
good field position for Holmen here with 1:43 left. They're going to have to really break it open.
And I think Holmen can choose to take the ball there or the 35-yard line.
Hilltoppers just can't give up one quick play.
No,
then you got that shot on the onside kick.
If they're going to win this game, this has got to be a good defensive stand
if you
here.
get caught in the woods and get
Still
bitten on the torso,
pretty unlikely down 37-21.
You know where your
Right.
torso is.
You never say never.
Sparta up on
Call,
Logan,
Mosquito
42-28
Joe.
in the fourth quarter.
I'm sorry, give me that one again.
Sparta up on Logan, 42-28.
That doesn't surprise me.
Sparta
good. Needed a win, yeah. Oh, there's a throw. Deep ball. Almost
That's gonna
intercepted
be
pass
interference.
Cy Smith go for the football. They're going to call.
You got to turn around when the ball's in the air.
So is that Ben Foss going to get
Yeah.
called? Ben
On the
Foss is.
Hilltoppers.
He puts his arms up like,
15-yard
what
penalty.
happened there? But there was contact, and the
Yeah.
officials.
Contact, and he didn't turn around for the football. I mean, when those two things happen, you might as well count on the flag coming
Of
out.
course, pass interference is not the NFL version.
Yeah, it brought me back to watching Ahmad Carroll when he played for the Packers. Hey, Mike Sherman, why'd you draft him in the first round? He's really fast. Yeah, really fast, but he can't cover
It's only
anybody.
a 10-yard penalty, remember.
Right. Yeah, that's what I just was saying.
Yeah, still.
It's not like the NFL
Right.
pass interference.
What's the solution? Mike,
All
how
right,
are you
first
gonna
and 10
change
for
Ahmad
the
Carroll? We're gonna put boxing
Vikings.
gloves on him in practice.
At
That really
50.
helped, Mike. Good job. Bonehead.
Tell us
Sorry.
how you really feel, Scotty.
was
First and
terrible.
10. I let you rant there for a little bit. 1:37 left. Pass interference was the call on the last play. Here's LeClaire running to the near side.
be a hold.
Nice little move. And gets in across the 35 to the 33-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 17.
I missed a hold out here on the edge.
17-yard pickup for the quarterback.
Down for the Vikings.
And Luke LeClaire's
Ball
been
on the
busy
33.
today.
He has.
He'll like his numbers when it's all said and done. The one number the Vikings will not like is the turnovers, the fumbles. And maybe the yardage the Hilltoppers have put against their defense today. LeClaire again, running to the left. Expect that pretty much every time. Caught from behind. I think that was Levi Bolstad, was it?
Pulled down
Number
from
2.
behind by Bolstad.
Yep.
Nice tackle. But another decent gain
Second
here
down
for
and
LeClaire.
3.
Clock under a minute remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hilltoppers looking like they're going to go to 2-1 and 1-0 in the MVC. Holmen trying to answer with a score of their own. Here's Graw. He'll get to the near side. Around one, and then lowers down the shoulder and hits Adam Skifton, who makes the stop.
Braden Graw for a Viking first down.
So 40 ticks left, Scotty.
Got good blocking on the outside by the wide receivers for the Vikings.
Ball is on the 15.
37-21. Of course, you're going to possibly
14.
join
I am
John
joining John.
Papadopoulos.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Great show. You get all the scores and John's analysis and interviews with coaches and broadcasters and newspaper writers. It's really a great thing to have here in the Coulee region.
He had a great interview.
ESPN Radio 105.5 is the place you want to go when all the football games are coming to a close.
Next
When your
week,
game's
the
over,
Hilltoppers
listen to
travel
John.
to Roger
Scotty will
Marion
give you a
Field
recap
and
of this
play
game as well.
Yeah, he had a great interview today with Olivia
Lacrosse
Bikasau,
Central
an MMA
Squad.
fighter from the area who is
Yeah,
fighting
I
for
was
her
listening
first
to
title.
that. That was a really good interview.
I went to school with Olivia. She is a great person.
Here's a chuck and
What
an
a
interception
play!
by the Hilltoppers. What a job to get up Aiden Summerfield. And that is it. The turnover and the interception by Summerfield. And this one is a turn out the lights. The party's over. 37 seconds left. Fans are shuffling. after that. But boy, I tell you, gallant effort by the Vikings to try to make a comeback in this game, but the turnovers were just too much.
Yeah, 6 turnovers for the Vikings in this game, and that one seals it. And that was just a great athletic play by Aiden Summerfield in his zone. Didn't go anywhere, and how he high-pointed that ball with that right hand. That was tremendous.
He went up and got it. I have a lot of highlights to go over.
You do.
Of course, we put the highlights package together for you. We share that on Facebook, and it'll be on YouTube. And, of course, we'll share it on the social networks of Twitter. And I still haven't gotten that sharing on Instagram. I'm going to get that down. Maybe you should take over the Instagram.
The Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that.
I know I sound old. I just said the Instagram.
Yeah, that's all right.
To do that.
That's all right.
37 ticks left, and it is victory formation for the Onalaska Hilltoppers here against the Holmen Vikings, their arch rival. But another huge one comes up. Look at these guys celebrating on the sidelines.
Take a knee, but Holmen takes a timeout.
Holmen takes a timeout, Rick.
Holmen took that timeout. They're not going to go out like that, man.
That's their first of the second half.
Yeah, well, you're right. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Once again, the Hilltoppers travel to La Crosse to play the Riverhawks next Friday.
So a slow ball in here to end this one.
Well, that's all right. It gives me time to tell you about Big Al's, Rick. On Tuesday,
call.
They got buy one, get one sandwiches, salads, and all drinks, dine-in only over there. 16-inch taco pizzas are $20. Dine-in, to-go, or delivery okay on those at Big Al's, downtown La Crosse.
There you go. They're not allowing the traditional victory formation.
No, I guess not.
Nope. We're going to kind of grind it out a little bit here. Which is fine. Of course, coming up, we've got your King Street Kitchen postgame show. We'll have the coach as soon as we can get him. Stan will give him the headset and microphone. We'll ask him some postgame questions, and then we'll wrap up things with scores. We'll name our King Street Kitchen play of the day.
That's easy.
It's in my mind already. There's been some good ones today, but boy, he just seems to keep coming up with the one that we seem to always think it is the one.
Something else.
Stan, you probably got one in your head. Don't say what it is, but do you think it's the same one that we're thinking?
I think you guys have a good idea of which one I'm thinking.
It's something about over the shoulder. Let's just say that. That's kind of where I'm going.
Well, but like you said, there were so many highlights in this game. So many.
With Salem's just scored, they're up 10-0 on Central now in the fourth.
All right. 10-0, huh? West Salem. And this play goes to the right side. Nicky Odom. Not going to really matter too much here as he's tackled for a loss.
Calls their last timeout of the game.
And that's it for the timeouts.
26 seconds left now?
Yeah. I guess they would like to have this football one more time.
Well, I mean, they've shown they have big playability. I guess I can't blame Travis Kowalski for doing that. I mean, if they can get a good return and a big play and score quickly, I mean, they're still in it. I mean, believe it or not, time is not on their favor, though. They're going to have to be really quick with it. It has to be one and done.
2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Has it been done with 26 seconds?
I don't know, man. I can't think of a time that I've seen it.
Do you believe in miracles?
I've seen a few of them.
This would be one.
Not happening. Hush. You guys, hush up there.
It's a little more than, like, I've seen some miracles goals scored with, like, 2.6 seconds left and things like that. Taking his time in the
that's smart.
end zone.
That's really smart right there.
And just to give up the 2 points.
That's smart.
With 16 seconds left.
I like that call.
All the way back to the end zone for a safety.
So that's 2 points. And that'll add to the final score. That's 23 now. And that's the second safety of the season for Holmen.
But there was a flag on the play.
Oh. Well, then I might not have to add those 2 points. Maybe I'll wait till the officials. I'll wait to add them. But this end of this game is taking a little while, isn't it, Scotty?
It is. It's delaying
all the more reason to thank some great sponsors like Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Thanks to Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal. They're a cut above the rest. Also thanks to Slumberland Furniture. Design your way at Slumberland Furniture. And Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dog. Chicago food with attitude. And finally, Cooley Bank. Bank with confidence at Cooley Bank. All right, Scotty, sort it all out as I was thinking. All the great business.
They called a personal foul on Onalaska. And then it looked like there was one on Holmen as well. But then there was another personal foul on Onalaska. Is that what you got, Stan?
I don't have Stan turned up. There you go.
You got me now?
I do.
You got me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Got me now?
I'll add the 2 points.
Yeah, I think there was multiple personal fouls, a safety. You're still looking at a 2-possession game, so can we just be done?
I was kind of hoping it was going to be done. I was all ready for post-game show. I was thinking King Street Kitchen, post-game show. Speaking of pancakes, you ever had the pancakes? We talk about Caleb Yang, the pancake master.
You know, and just listening
Great
to you
breakfast.
guys make me hungry.
Well,
especially
look
Scotty.
at us. We like food.
Scotty just makes the food just water.
Yeah, he does. He makes it water? It makes your mouth water.
It makes my mouth water.
All right.
The mac and cheese, especially when he's talking.
I like mac and cheese, too.
I like mac and cheese.
And they got fish tacos, too, over there. $11.99 with chips over at the Crow.
All right, this is a kick after the safety, a free kick. So let's see what Ben Foss does. Does he want to just sort of hit a line drive? It's hard to pick up. Holman's been great all day on the returns. High end over end kick towards the sideline. It hits and just makes like a divot and sits there. And LeClaire is caught from behind and then hit from behind again. That was vicious, but the tackle made by Summerfield.
At the 49.
Yeah, good tackle that time. Holmen could have gotten better field position out of that kick possession, but instead they're looking at about 50 yards at 16 seconds.
Holmen.
Just 11 seconds remain.
Excuse me, 11 seconds. Thank you, sir.
Yep, they try. And the ball right at midfield. 11.8 to be exact. Next week, we're at University of Wisconsin lacrosse as the Central Riverhawks host the Onalaska Hilltoppers. That should be interesting. That West Salem score, really a shocker to me.
It is.
10-0. Is that a final or is that still
fourth quarter? It was
fourth
still
quarter?
a fourth quarter.
All right. And we got a different quarterback in. That's going to be a deep ball, wobbling, intercepted by the Hilltoppers. Picked off by Aiden Larson. Larson gets the defensive interception, and now the Hilltoppers can kneel down in victory formation for the final play of this game with 5 seconds left.
Well, Holmen definitely made a game of it in the third quarter, but you got to give Onalaska credit for shutting them down in the fourth and taking advantage of 6 turnovers and now 7. That would be 7 turnovers on the Holmen Vikings.
It was Reed Tangblad who came in to throw that football. 6'6", 200. He's
6'6",
yeah,
200.
big, tall.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the
A
backup
big kid.
quarterback.
What is junior, sophomore?
He's a junior.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously, you know, he threw the ball deep. It wasn't a tight spiral by any means. But
Right.
they get the pleasure of the kneel, and this time it should be it.
And the
That's going to do it. The Onalaska Hilltoppers
And with that, the end
are
of tonight's
victorious
contest.
here
The
at
final
Onalaska
score,
High School.
Onalaska
37-23
23
is your final score. We're going to get the coach here as soon as we possibly can. I know that Stan will look for him. He usually makes his way on over after the team gets together, but Scotty, you can probably see better than I can as fans are exiting. A little tough to catch when Coach makes his way on over towards Stan.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Of course, we want to get him over by where the window
Please
is,
drive
so we
home
can
safely,
hear
folks,
all the
and
words, the fine words
don't
from
forget to tip your waiter.
Coach Yashensky. King Street Kitchen post-game show. We'll try to get you the rest of those finals. And don't forget to tune in to John Papadopoulos on ESPN Radio 105.5 as he has a wrap-up of all the games that happened today. Talking to coaches, talking to broadcasters, talking to writers. It's really a fun area show when it comes to high school sports, as you have all the info you need for your ride home. Any sign of the coach? No,
not yet.
Guys are having a handshake there, the handshake line. Jeff Ross doing a fine job with camera. Hilltoppers heading to their end zone, to the O-zone, to celebrate with the fans and classmates. And what a great rivalry. Of course, we missed it last year, not able to play. The Holmen Vikings ended up opting out in the fall and playing in the spring. And
right.
Hilltoppers, of course, played 8 games in the fall and had a really good season. Finished things off at Baraboo with a win in their sort of mini 4-team pod to be the winners of that pod. Coach might have a word with the team here real quick. I don't know what Stan's making a motion. Here he comes. He's coming this way.
I'm trying to get... There's people standing up right.
Here comes the coach. And if we can, if we can try to. So you able to hear us okay, Coach?
Yep, I got you.
All right, fantastic. Great win. Obviously, turnovers were a key in this. You guys created some. Some were kind of handed it to the Hilltoppers, but I thought the defense played a very solid game tonight. But Aiden Larson was absolutely marvelous. You said it was going to be his game. It was his game to do it, his game to run. More running than I've ever seen any quarterback for Onalaska. And tell us about how it feels and your thoughts on how the team performed tonight.
You know, I had gotten a tape from the spring that I thought we could really utilize a game plan for. You know, with all the games that in the spring, it was easy to screen record stuff. And I screen recorded the Menasha game this spring and saw what they did and said, I think that's something that we can take advantage of. And, you know, like I told you at halftime, I told Aiden Larson he was going to carry the ball 20, 25 times. It might have been more than that. But he played great. He's our leader. He did what we needed him to do when we needed him to do it tonight. Line played really well. These guys are tough. Their defense is incredibly tough.
That's good.
I'm really proud of our kids. I mean, you know, my first year we were down 55-7 at half, and there are some memories from back then that it's taken a while to finally get to where we need to be as a program.
This is a great rivalry, and this was a great win.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, I guess talk about, too, you talked about the defense, how opportunistic they are. Your defensive line, I thought, did a great job. You know, Holmen's got a pretty athletic and very fluid offensive line running, you know, this option. Talk about how they were able to gap fill and do a good job of not giving up the big play over and over and over again.
Hats off to John Bushman, our defensive coordinator. You know, we took it on the chin versus option for many years, and he went and studied the academies and watched how the academies defended each other and said, this is how we're going to do it. If they can hold each other to 10 or 13 points every time they play, this is what we're going to do. So I'm just incredibly proud of our kids, guys. I don't mean to bail on you, but we got to go celebrate.
Absolutely. Go celebrate. You earned it. This team earned it tonight, and you did too as well, Coach. And Coach Bushman and the rest of the staff should be extremely happy about how these Hilltoppers played. We're going to take a break, be back with your King Street Kitchen post-game show. Look at the coach. Look at the players. They're excited. It was a great win tonight for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. We'll be back with the post-game show coming up next here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care.
At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Cooley Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
We are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. That's our promise. A promise doesn't change when things get tough. These are unprecedented times, and that promise of who we are and what we stand for can be seen on the faces of our 45,000 teammates. We could not be prouder of them as they continue to be there for our customers, for our communities, and for each other, today and tomorrow.
Fall and winter are fast approaching, and CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal suggests you leave that fall cleanup and snow removal to them. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal can provide all the services you need to make your neighbors green with lawn envy. Mowing, trimming, edging, landscaping, gutter cleaning, and they even work with Grace's pet waste removal to be your complete lawn cleanup solution. Go to CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal on Facebook to get a free quote for your fall cleanup and snow removal needs, or give them a call at 608-792-2874. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
It's the King Street Kitchen postgame show and the King Street Kitchen play of the day. King Street Kitchen in La Crosse. Traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. Here's Rick and Scotty.
It's time for your King Street Kitchen post-game show. The King Street Kitchen play of the day. Scotty Grand's got scores for you and stats. Let's hit the stats first.
All right, we'll do the final stats here to the best of my ability. These are unofficial.
Unofficial, very unofficial.
I'm not normally a stat person because I'm more of a in-game, I guess, what in-game analyst. Is that accurate, Rick?
You're a lot of things, Scotty.
All right, we'll do the best we can. Aiden Larson on the ground, 30 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown in the air. 9 for 15, 173 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the interception on defense. Michael Skemp, 8 catches for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nicky Odom, the 1 catch for 90 yards and a touchdown. Oh, man. And then we had 3 carries for Bonner for 11 yards, but it was mostly Aiden Larson's night for the Hilltoppers. For Holmen, Matt LeClaire, 6 carries, 123 yards and a touchdown. Luke LeClaire, 3 carries, 88 yards and a touchdown. 7 turnovers for Holmen, 5 fumbles, 2 interceptions. That's going to be pretty much the breakdown on the stats there, right?
Well, you're no Mike Rude, but nice job with
yeah,
the stats.
Mike, I miss you. I hope you're there next week.
He is watching the game, so hi to Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
He's always the man on the stats, and he's seeing family, so good for him. You did all right with that. Now let's get to the scores, Scotty.
All right,
Brand.
so a game that's currently going on still. Sparta 49, Logan 42. So Logan making a game of it. Oh, I got to talk about my Cardinals. They're back after COVID week.
Bangor.
48-6 over Hillsboro. Bangor now 2-0 on the season. Black River Falls 26, GET 6. Man, GET, a lot of growing pains there, that's for sure. Cashton 43, Brookwood 6. River Falls 47-8 over Toma. Aquinas 45-8 over Altoona. That's kind of a surprise because
they're good.
Altoona is considered a powerhouse, kind of one of those perennial teams that could be making moves.
They got railroaded tonight.
Man, but Aquinas, that quarterback, man, and that offense, they're going to be tough. That's for sure. All right, and let's see here. Lake City has ended the 71-game regular season winning streak of the Caledonia Warriors as they win 30-13 tonight.
They're kingless.
That's probably the biggest score of the night if you want to look at.
Holy moly,
they had the
kingless
longest,
and they lost.
The longest winning streak in the United States is over.
Unbelievable. And that's without King.
I know.
If there's a king, I think he's crowned.
Yeah, he's crowned playing basketball.
I know.
Blair Taylor 27, Aliva nothing. DeSoto 40, Riverdale nothing. West Salem beats Central 10-0 the final, and that wraps up the scores.
Wow, that's a final. Holy moly. Check out John Papadopoulos on ESPN Radio 105.5 for all the recaps of all the games. Scotty will recap this one. We'll take one final break and be back with your big-time King Street Kitchen play of the day. That's next here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness, consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago beef and hot dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago beef and hot dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
So, Onalaska Hilltopper fans celebrating tonight as they beat their arch rivals 37-23, a 14-point difference between the two, but it wasn't always that way. Holmen was trying to storm back, but the Hilltoppers were able to get it done in the finish. And turnovers were the name of the game, 7 of them by Onalaska. But let's get to the point, Scotty. It is time for the King Street Kitchen play of the day.
Little Nicky's on the up, looking for a getaway.
There he is.
Heading for the spotlights. Little Nicky's on the up.
He is
indeed. That's from Tesla.
I know what it was. I knew exactly what it was, Scotty. It was a good Tesla remake.
Yeah.
And Nicky Odom with the over-the-shoulder catch delivered perfectly by the player of the game, Aiden Larson. Dropped it right over the shoulder, and he just beat everyone to the end zone.
I think if you send a film to colleges, if Aiden Larson plays football at the next level, this is the game you send. This is the best game I've ever seen him play.
Best game for Aiden Larson.
I mean, he was poised. He was a great leader.
And his brother Austin was very, very good too. But
excellent.
I think Aiden, and no offense, but Aiden, this game as an individual performance for him was his best and one of the better I've seen from an Onalaska quarterback, and there's been some really good ones.
I would agree. And it's the best that I've seen since I've been covering games with you, because we had some years that we weren't together for some of these broadcasts. But, I mean, tonight he was incredible. And going back to Nicky Odom and that run, I mean, you just got to get that guy the ball, period. Yeah. Some way, somehow, you got to make it happen. And, man, he's only, 5'6", 5'7", and how he pulled that ball down in the lights, high-pointed it over the shoulder, and the speed, you just can't teach it. I mean, Al Davis is saying you just can't teach it. Just win, baby.
Al Davis isn't saying anything nowadays,
but you know what I'm saying. I mean, he would have loved a player like Nicky Odom.
The speed,
yes.
He loves the speed. I got to get my thanks out here. I got to thank Coach Shashinsky for doing the pregame show and doing the interviews with us.
Yeah, he's great.
Not every coach is going to make the time for broadcasters to do that stuff, but Coach Shashinsky makes all the time in the world.
Oh, we forgot to see if Stan gave him the gift card.
Stan, I don't know if Stan might have held on to the gift card, and he might be going to get something for himself. I don't know what he's.
I hope not.
He dropped that off, but not the. Yeah, I don't know if he did that or not. And go figure. We give him a gift card because Yash lost his dryer, but he got it fixed, and then I lose my washing machine. It's not working. Maybe I should have the gift card.
I'm going to go knock on something because I don't really want to spend any money on anything right now.
Thanks to Jason Thierry, the activities director, always going above and beyond to help us have a spot to broadcast here and to bring these games to those of you that can't be here. And there were a lot of people here tonight, so those of you that watched, I hope you enjoyed our coverage. Thank you to Jeff Ross on camera, always doing a magnificent job. Where's the hat? Did the hat fall? What are you zooming in on? Jeff, where's the hat? Oh, there's the hat.
Oh, he's like sneaking it in there.
Snuck it in.
Was that like dramatic hat?
For Scotty Grant on color commentary, I'm Rick Frankie. Good night.
This has been a Cooley Region Sports Network production of the CRSN YouTube channel and CooleyRegionSportsNetwork.com. All of tonight's Onalaska High School sports coverage has been made possible by these local businesses. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center. Natural, gentle, and effective care. Big Al's Pizza, downtown La Crosse. Quality and tradition since 1979. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, La Crosse's leader in waste management solutions. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. The Crow, burgers, bourbon, beer. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Howie's, La Crosse's hometown hangout. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest. Slumberland Furniture, design your way at Slumberland Furniture. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. Cooley Bank, bank with confidence at Cooley Bank. Cooley Golf Bowl Bar and Grill, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. And by Maury's Volkswagen Audi of La Crosse, moving life forward. Please subscribe to CRSN on YouTube. And don't forget to click on the bell to get immediate notifications whenever we go live anywhere. Also, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram to see highlights from games. Cooley Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.